You get your class ability, and that's about it.
Right now.
And your health. Yeah, I did do it.
Stream. Okay. So, picking up from last session, the group made their way southward through the forest surrounding Hayvyn after their encounter with the spirit of the forest, who sent them on their quest to recover as many, probably magical, you think, acorns from the bandits that have taken up camp in Brigand's Bog, the same bandits that you were sent after by the harbour master, who was after his supply of ingots that had gone missing. As you made your way south, you came to a fork in the road, taking the left-hand side, I believe.
Yes.
You made your way further into the forest, deeper and deeper, coming across steep, ancient woodland, and as you made your way, you eventually got into a dueling banjos type situation after finding some small child-sized tracks that you followed. And you found through the magic of music that is always able to bring people together and facilitate harmony and communication, that you had stumbled upon a grotto of gnomes who, although very shy and reluctant to be seen at first, through the um, whimsy or stupid naivety of a small girl called Evelyn, we think, you eventually struck up a conversation with the gnomes who gave you some insight into the bandits to the south. Um, in particular, and most noteworthy, is their interpretation, although certain of you, particularly Devon, seemed skeptical as to how accurate their portrayal of the beast that lived with the bandits and had seemingly swallowed many a gnome in its time in the bog. You spoke to the elder of the group, who I don't think we got a name of other than Grandpappy, or something to that effect, who, after initial reluctance and skepticism as to your ability to handle the bandits, offered you a place to stay for the night, and you camped down in a very safe, very nice hollow, and slept the night without any interruption, feeling somewhat more powerful and able the next morning when you awoke. And that's where we find ourselves now.
Well, good morning, you two.
Meh.
Howdy.
Oh. And Ed. Ugh.
I definitely feel like I just woke up.
Where are we again? Oh
Um,
yeah, the forest.
Brigand's Bog.
Oh, that's right.
The gnomes. Oh.
We've got a pretty big day ahead of us. You guys ready for a little scrapping?
Oh, as ready as any other day, I suppose.
All right.
Yes, were any of them coming with us? Can anyone remember?
I don't think so. It was a
Just
pretty
just
much
that
like we
off
can't
then.
fight, we're tiny situation.
Yeah,
Uh,
basically. But I think they said we're gonna get some help with camouflage or something.
That's true. They
Hmm.
said they would help disguise us and show us a path through the forest.
All right,
Um,
then.
has anyone seen any of them this morning?
Haven't
Uh,
seen 'em?
hey, gnome leader. What was the gnome leader's name? The old man.
Oh shit.
Grandpappy.
Hey, grandpappy, you around here?
You immediately to your left you hear a hello of a small girl.
Oh, hi, Evelyn. You,
Hello.
is grandpappy around here? Can you bring him to us?
Oh, he'll be asleep. He's
Okay.
actually
Excellent.
old, you know.
Well, we were
Right.
offered some assistance moving through the forest. Can you enter that, or can you wake up somebody who can?
Yes, I suppose I can go and get one of the rangers. But do you want any breakfast?
Oh, sure. That'd be
Yes.
delightful.
Absolutely. What have you got?
Oh, wait here. And she excitedly hurries off and disappears behind a bush.
Brings back a single berry.
No. Quickly trying to think of something else for her to bring back in a single parent. A few minutes pass, and you hear a sound of bells jingling, like little, almost like little sleigh bells. And you witness the most heartwarming of sights as this adorable little ragamuffin of the forest, on a little cart being pulled by four adorable little bunny rabbits, traipses its way through and parts the bushes in front of you. And on the back is a fair-sized platter of eggs and some kind of sausage. Of It's more like chipolatas, really. Very small sausages, and lots of bread. What smells like a very hearty and good breakfast. And then running behind it, a couple of other children from the gnome village bringing flagons of some kind of refreshment as they all make their way towards you.
A
Here you go.
hero's feast? You're too kind, Michael.
A gnomish hero's feast. I assume they eat sausages. Everyone eats sausages. Yes, here you go. And she kind of
Amazing.
stands there, arms outstretched, gesturing towards the food with a deep sense of pride on her face.
I like this voice.
Evan just
Cool.
tucks in his hangover looming, I suppose.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he was quite prolific with the drink the previous 2 days. Yeah, she kind of watches with a sense of excitement as you're eating. So, Grandpappy will be here shortly. He's going to bring one of the rangers to help you, fix. Kind of gestures towards Devon's face like that.
What's wrong with my face?
But it's a bit blonde and easy to see.
Well, yeah. I'll yeah, you're not wrong there, I suppose.
But oh, don't worry. They can make you basically invisible, and then you'll be able to go and sort those bandits out, won't you? And you'll teach them what for. And she gets a bit excited, and she's kind of jumping from side to side, karate chopping the air, and generally hyper.
Well,
I give her a gun.
we're definitely going to
Wow!
do our best.
What?
Oh, sorry.
What'd you say? I completely missed that one.
I said, oh, we're going to do our best.
And that we are.
And so she as you're eating away, she cracks out the flute that she was playing.
I think it was the flute.
It was a flute, little tiny
Yeah.
flute, and she plays a lovely jaunty song. Birds come and trill and sit down. Yeah, very very Disney-esque. Before you hear the sound of a significantly less stealthy Grandpappy coming up, grumbling as he barges his way through the bushes. You bloody early for bloody luctions.
Oh, we just wanted to try and catch these guys unawares, as it were, Just woken up, still cooking their breakfast, and all of a sudden, they're dead.
All of a sudden they're dead, eh? Well, let's hope so.
Or at least seriously maimed.
Well, I'm sure that one of the sets of parties will be dead or maimed very shortly.
Reggie, you're correct there.
He gestures with his walking stick over to a younger gnome, still older than Evelyn, obviously an adult who's got pancaked on camo makeup, like full apocalypse now, bandana across the head, 1,000-yard stare kind of guy. He gives you a kind of curt nod. and pulls from his side. It's kind of like a oblong box, and flips it open. And you see there's dozens of different shades of various materials. There's almost liquidy, kind of goopy materials. There's dry powders. There's some sticks of charcoal, like one of those big, massive makeup sets that you can get, but for gnomes and for stealthy camouflage. And he just walks up to the nearest of you, which I suppose will be Jacob. And he kind of looks up. Your hat, sir. Please remove it. And Jacob says,
Oh, sorry, that's me.
It's okay. We're only on the third session.
Yeah, he'll remove it.
He reaches up and takes the hat and places it to one side. As he's standing on his tiptoes, he kind of beckons you down. Assuming you comply, he starts the process of camouflaging you. Obviously an expert in the terrain. So to those of you watching, it seems like he's starting with like really dark, earthy tones and then building up.
He's Bob Ross in this shit.
A happy little bush.
Happy little leaf.
And at first, it doesn't seem to be a very good job, but then it gets to that point where it flips over and it becomes very, very good. And yeah, he goes around from over the next 10 minutes or so doing each of you. And Grandpappy comes over to Temerity. And remind me, because as I don't have my notes, Temerity, you received something last session from Grandpappy, is that correct?
His special dagger, right? +7.
What?
Not quite. Oh, now you're paying attention.
Split second, my mind just went, "Wait, really?" And I was like,
Yes,
"Oh
really.
yeah."
um,
He's fucking with me.
Just that bit.
yeah. So he kind of comes over to you. Do you still have that dagger?
I do. Probably.
I've not.
That's
had
not
that
exactly
happen
something you
before.
can reply. Probably to. Let's say yes.
Very good. A qualified yes, then. Well, we have a way that we take an oath on a weapon in the rare times that we're called to use it in an act of support or revenge for our people. And I would like for you to take that oath on this blade.
What's that oath? To take out the bandit leader?
Yes, that's part of it. The rest is that you swear that you will not ever bring any harm upon us or our way of life. No matter what
No.
profit or fear or danger may assail you, you will leave us as we are.
That'll be easy enough. I consider you guys underneath my protection, so no harm will come of you.
And your friends will feel the same way?
Hey,
Well,
we two feel the same way.
I quite like this place. Like I said, I'm a supporter of your your independent way of living here.
There's a lot to be said for the outlaw life.
And he gives a nod of his head. It's a solemn and a thoughtful nod. I may have been wrong to judge you as I did, but with this vow, you are welcome here always, no matter what happens, assuming you survive, of course.
Wow. I always like to assume I'm going to survive.
Oh, don't you welcome the dead? That's a
We-
joke. Don't you don't have to answer.
That's a very dark sense of humor. Perhaps it was the
You-
capture and enslavement of my people, but I'm not as good with the dark humor just yet. But his face just drops and he gets a really depressed look on his face.
It was a very
Jacob,
long,
man,
pregnant
if you have to
pause. Jacob's face
clarify
just
that
goes
it's a
from
joke
like a-
quite that quickly,
Yeah,
maybe take a second.
It just goes from like a like sort of haha grin to just like serious face, looks away.
Okay. We
Time
were
for
talking
me
about
to
war
leave.
crimes, weren't we? Um, I just love
Yep.
that Jacob's the worst possible diplomat.
Mm.
But yeah, he bows his head very thankfully and solemnly. And you are now not only accepted into this community, it seems, assuming things go well, but you are fully decked out in camo on all your visible parts. And the ranger elf disappears for a bit and then comes
Is that
back.
'cause he's gone somewhere, or is he just
He just stood still
hiding?
for a bit. As he comes back, he brings with him two kind of like crowns almost. They're not really hats, made out of various plant matter. These are put on your head effectively. And then for you, Jacob, he's kind of attempted to tie it around your current hat. So you basically have a cowboy hat with Christmas tree bits on it. And he kind of hands them to you each as you go along, and gives a bow to Pappy, and then kind of walks backwards into the shrubbery and the greenery. And
Are you sure
disappears.
this isn't gonna
Yes.
make me more visible?
Who said that?
What? Oh, that's me.
It looks very fetching on you, Jacob. I have to say, you've never looked better.
Why, thank you. I blend in. Except the decorations on my hat, that is.
Well, I think they make your hat stand out a little bit less.
Hmm?
I think when you said Christmas tree decoration,
Oh,
it actually
no,
by
yeah,
that he means actual pieces of Christmas
there's
tree,
there's
not
not like
baubles and
yeah, there's not
tinsel
baubles.
and shit.
Right. Oh, right, okay.
just a little
Was
toy
that not
train going
clear?
around the rim.
Wow, I misunderstood.
I just got to a
They're
moment that I was like,
gnomes, not
"There's
elves.
something very
You
wrong."
did just say
here."
elves, Michael.
I was expecting
Did I?
like a red little,
Bit of fucking tinsel and some Christmas
yeah.
lights.
Yeah, Carl's
people-
insane for thinking what he did, but you did just say elves.
But yeah, when someone walks past, it just starts playing Jingle Bells. So
Oh my
yeah.
god.
So as you're kind of enjoying yourselves, a small elf. Damn it, I've got you. I'm doing it now. Thanks for that, Desmond.
You were doing it before.
A small gnome is, which seems like a redundant statement, is stood with a very crude mirror, so you can kind of get a look at yourselves. And Grandpappy comes, gives you all one last appraising nod. When you're ready, we'll show you the road to the bandits. You'll be watched along the way. If we see an opportunity to assist you, we will. But I'm afraid I can't put my people in any more danger than necessary. so you may be on your own.
Completely understand. It's not the first time.
Yeah, we'll take care of everything. Don't you worry.
And he gives another bow. Each time he's bowing, you just see him getting progressively more and more achy as his old bones try to deal with the repetitive motion that he's been doing for who knows how long.
Go get some rest, old man. I'll take it from here.
Yes, I think I might. Good luck.
Why, thank you.
Thanks.
Staggers
Eat
off.
it.
And then again, seemingly appearing to your left. Oh, you look nice.
Thank you.
They did a very good job. You don't look anywhere near as ugly as you did.
You're too
Well,
kind.
thank you.
It'd be a real shame when that beast eats you, gobbles you up. But I think you might take some of them with you.
Gonna take them all with us, hopefully. And that's if we fall in the first place.
To use an awkward. Well, I'll show you the way to the trail, shall I?
Go.
All right, then. Lead on. Our tiny little guide friend.
He's going to playfully, jauntily skips, leading the way, basically back to where you came to the fork in the road. But instead of going along the road, she takes you up over quite a steep couple of hills. And you notice as she gets a certain distance, she stops playing her little flute.
Good.
And you initially notice that you are being followed on kind of either side, flanked, but behind and in the trees by gnomes who are kind of keeping a trail. And you, after the first 10 minutes, once you kind of leave the grotto, you lose sight of them. And yeah, Evelyn leads you on, brings you to almost the crest of a big hill, and puts her finger to her lips. Says, "Now, they're on the other side of this hill, and I can't go over there, otherwise Grandpappy will be very, very cross with me. So,
You mean like right over the top of the hill, or over the top of the hill, and then a little bit further?
and she kind of gives you a squinty look. Says, well, as I've never looked over the hill, I wouldn't know, but I would imagine that there's a few.
Don't tell me you've never peeked.
No. Shh. There's it goes down, and there's two little like cliff faces, and then they're there, and you can see them at night. You can see the campfires, and then sometimes one of them walks around, but he doesn't go all the way to the top of the hill. I think because they're big, tall, fat people, so they can't do it very well, not like I can.
Gotcha. Well, thank you for your help. I think you should probably get home now.
Yes, they will be wondering. Well, try not to die. And yeah,
We're going to do our
get
best.
mostly believe in you.
I mostly believe in me too.
And she kind of stands there, waves at you really vigorously, and then runs off back into the woods.
All right, now she's gone. What do you think our chances actually are right now? Are we about to die in there? It's have we made a horrible mistake?
Nah, we'll be fine.
Nah, we can do this. We just need to be smart about it.
I mean, I'm just saying it's not too late that we could
Bail?
it would make a great story up until this point anyway.
For sure. But I
It'll make a
mean,
great story with an ending here.
Yeah, but not if
Let's
there's no
cap it
one
out.
left to tell it.
Oh, we'll be fine. How fine, I don't know. Let's actually take a look, shall we? But we'll be
Yeah, all
fine.
right.
well, yeah, let's just be smart about it. They have that big, was it dog? That
Mm.
thing?
Yeah.
They say they keep it restrained. So as long as we can keep it that way, things should go fine.
Yeah. Let's take a look,
Besides,
shall we?
maybe there's ways of keeping it away.
Yeah. I do suggest trying to lure them out one at a time. I was half tempted to ask one of the gnomes to come and play decoy, but that would be a bit dangerous for them, so.
Yeah,
I feel like
I
we
think
could
we should put them in direct danger.
Yeah, exactly.
I
But
feel like
didn't
we
they
could
say that
make
they
our
would
own decoy.
some of them had been captured?
Yeah. So maybe we
Yes.
can free one of them and again, it's the
Or
same
get them
situation.
to create a distraction, cause a bit of a ruckus, draw some attention over towards them.
I might have an idea, but we need to have a look at the place first.
Yeah. We have a look at the place.
We
Okay.
have a look at the
We
place.
have a look at the place.
You're
Please.
Sneakily and shit.
Please, thank you. We look at the place.
okay, and just as an aside, from a practical gameplay point of view, your amazing camouflage, as long as it remains intact, specifically within Brigand's Bog, gives you advantage on any stealth activity.
Cool.
Only within Brigand's Bog.
Cool.
Awesome.
Gonna
So
need
you're
you to
saying
get
it
better.
doesn't work in the middle of a city?
Or any other
What
outside
about
area.
what about like a Christmas market
Fine.
with the Christmas lights?
in Christmas market. Just walking into
Okay.
a
Brigand's Bog.
in a ghillie
Brigand's
suit.
Bog or
Specific
Christmas
Christmas
market, you're golden.
Markets for a religious holiday that does not exist in
Doesn't
this setting.
exist. Oh dear.
So for all practical pieces, practical purposes, it only works in Brigand's Bog.
Jacob, can I get a stealthy stealth from you,
yes.
please?
Oh, advantage. 8.
15, okay. You're about 20 foot from the top of this hill.
Hey, we're
as
stealthy.
you make except for
Hello.
Still,
Angus'
everyone's got
initial roll.
+3 at least. That's good.
You kind of very cautiously pop your heads over, and you see
Is it just a dog?
it's just some farmer with his dog. It's like a Peter Rabbit type situation. Oh dear. Has that updated? Can you guys see the
It
name?
has updated. It hasn't updated on the stream though.
I see it on the app.
Yeah,
fact,
that's odd.
Yeah, it hasn't picked up.
Oh, there we go. It's a
There
few
we go.
minutes. There's like a minute's delay, I think. Coolie beans. So you see that the bit that you're at the top of the hill, you are on a raised plateau. And you see very clearly out in front of you, it being a nice early autumn day. Just a little bit of mist, obscuring some of the finer details, but you can see shapes and light and whatnot. You can see directly down in this carved out area a camp with quite a few bandits and what does appear to be a large but not absurdly large dog. However,
It's a dog. It's not a dire dog.
and it seems to just be a big mastiff, but it is wearing armor.
Oh, how
What do we
cute.
see down here?
Down here, you initially don't see much except for a large, seemingly dead tree. There is a trend of dead trees in this bog. Before you see some movement stirring about it, and you realize that there are a number of tiny figures that are huddled around the
Uh-huh.
tree, just stirring and moving. Nothing too obvious, but you can tell from the size of them that they're most likely the gnomes that have been captured.
hmm Do we see any? So we see 5 individuals, right, with the dog.
You see the 5 in the camp, and then you hear from your left a whistling of
Hmm.
that's moving kind of out of sight. You can't see it at the moment, although obviously it's on the map. But you hear a moving whistling sound of someone whistling out a tune.
Hmm.
And that is what you see. The drop seems to be about 10 feet between tiers. Actually, no, let's make it 15. The ground is sodden, it being a bog, and you are currently still in fairly thick foliage, although as you go down and it's more bog-like, there is obviously less foliage to contend with.
Hmm.
The
Wow.
camp itself is sorry, the camp itself is seemingly stirring awake. The dog isn't moving, but a couple of the people are tending the fire. You get a waft of some kind of food, not as nice smelling as the meal that you've had. And one of the bandits seems to be moving from tent to tent, doing something.
Right. I may have an idea. We can create a diversion without the use of gnomes.
Go on.
I hear somebody whistling over there. If we were to get him to guide the others away, then well, there'd be less in the camp. We just
Guide
need,
them away how?
well, we just need him to maybe see something or hear something and require help. All he needs is just to take 1 or 2 of them away. Then suddenly the odds are much more even. And by the time they're back, well, it'll be easier. So I'm just thinking.
Well, if we want to split up the group proper, one of us could basically go up and make yourself known. He'll call for backup. Probably get 1 or 2 to come along. We could deal with. We could jump
I'd,
the 3 of them.
I'd go
Yeah,
something more subtle.
that means that that person isn't involved in the fight back in camp, and probably
No,
going
we
to
move
need all
as
3
one.
of us.
No, we'd all 3 of us would jump the whistler and his crew, and then we'd move on to mop up the camp.
I feel like
We,
that would just alert the camp
it's a
further.
possibility.
Well, I think it is a bit of a crazy idea. Maybe too dangerous, but it's more in line of what I'm thinking. How about we just set a bush on fire down that way, and then he calls for help.
And then we jump them.
No, and then we go to the camp, where there'll be maybe half of them. And then by the time they're back, we've cleared up the camp, and the dog's not an issue.
Yeah. possibility.
I mean, I'm pretty
I just
easy
don't want
on
them.
both options.
I'm just thinking, I don't want them to let the dog loose. And if they do, I'd rather it go away from the camp and the those gnomes over there.
Okay, well,
Okay.
what bush are we going to set on fire?
I can have a look near that guy over there.
And how are we going to set it on fire?
Um, I guess I have oil for my lamp. Unless you have any other ideas of distractions, something that you.
Mm.
I mean,
I'll-
Temerity's idea wasn't all that bad.
Hmm.
Side question here: do either of you have some alcohol?
I might have a bottle or a bit and reach into my pocket and pull out one of the bottles from Molly's.
Ah,
There's
perfect. Yeah.
there's a little bit left in it. Well, yeah,
Do,
well,
okay.
just a little bit for me, but
Do do we have any alcohol or extra oil? Maybe closer to being full.
Say that again.
Do you have a alcohol or oil container or something that's closer to not being empty?
I
Hmm.
have 5 candles.
Okay, kind of go in the opposite direction. Looking to light something on fire.
Well, I have a flask of oil. If that's what you're looking for.
I mean, that seems a little bit on the nose, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devon's great. I'm sorry, Jacob's great. Devon's great too.
Okay. Looking at that flask, does it look like it'll shatter on impact?
I'm imagining it more like a metal flask, right? Of oil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would imagine it to be like a brass or something
Yeah.
rather than a
Okay.
glass.
Can I have both that alcohol and the oil? I assume the alcohol's in glass, right?
You
The
want them
alcohol is
both?
the glass bottle. Yeah.
Why do you need
Suppose
both?
you go.
I'll be frank here. I plan to, if we attack the camp and the dog doesn't go, I plan to throw the oil into the fire,
Ah,
cause a big ol' explosion, and hopefully do a little bit of damage to him.
that's fair. I just
Don't you use the glass rather than throwing it into the fire? Maybe add a bit of fabric and soak that, and then you can light it here, and then you could fire wherever you throw it.
I just wanted to point out. I intend to keep some loot from the tents. I would rather the whole
Try not to set
forest
fire to
around not to burn. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
let's just
on
not
one
go
of
too
them. Or,
crazy with the
or
fire.
throw the fire on him.
No, I
Okay.
mean, if we do anything with him, let's just pacify like immediately, right? It's
Yeah,
all
well, it works in both ways. We set him on fire, he's out, his screams will draw some of them away from camp.
Here's an idea. Is there any way we could set up a trap and then just, I don't know, make him walk into it? And then that would set him on fire. So that instead of throwing, which kind of chances it. I don't know how
I,
good your
I'm,
throwing is, but I'm not, you know.
also, if we lure them away, we should probably do further away than what looks like 60 feet, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say I was 2 points above average on throwing.
Okay. Hmm.
Imagine you're quite a dexterous fellow yourself.
I'm not a bad throw. I just well, everything's things can go wrong, you know.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'd probably say I'd be better off if I was trying to sleep with him, but
I mean, that's an option.
Well,
Seduce the bandit.
I mean, yeah, go seduce him. It takes him away from the camp, and we could silently kill him.
Yeah, but
Just
we
the
don't
Bugs
want
Bunny episode. of
him
this.
away from the camp. We want him to take others away from the camp.
I
All right,
mean,
orgy.
Yeah, just do a really good job of seducing him, and then he'll tell him.
Yeah.
then he'll go and
That
tell
20
all
lap
his
page, it'll be
friends.
fine.
Oh, dear. He is as you're kind of planning and conspiring. He is moving around this pathway.
Is he moving like
Oh,
closer
okay.
to the camp, or is
Yeah,
it
it's
away? Oh, okay.
going
Ah,
that way.
yeah.
He's going up to the tree, then back again.
Okay.
Sometimes he takes. I don't get rid of. I'm pressing Control Z. It's not get rid of it. Oh, there you go. Haha. Yeah, he's just making his way, but you can follow him pretty well, just from his whistling. And when he gets to some areas over here, you can kind of see him just about, because it's not a huge drop. So yeah, you're able to monitor his movements.
Okay. I'll tell you what.
So who's the best thrower? I still think throwing's probably our best bet.
Yeah. Here's a thought. How about how far does he get? Like, if he goes towards the tree, how far does he get? Does he walk like past the tree a bit, or does he just like stop around there?
He kind of stops there because he's fallen
Right.
branches, and even though he's meant to patrol the whole way around, he's tired and he can't be bothered with climbing over all this stuff.
I see
Every so
him.
often, he shouts to someone over here something you can't quite make out.
Well, I would throw it at him. The only thing is, that's gonna put everyone within view of him, and well, no one's actually gonna get taken away from the camp because everyone will be in view of the camp the whole time. So I'm thinking we throw something away, that way, top left, and that way he'll have to go check it out with somebody.
Okay, let's just not make it the fire.
Well, you guys could
Okay.
hide down that way. I'll play a merry tune and draw him towards me and possibly some of them
Okay.
and see what happens.
I like this plan, mostly because it was my first plan.
But how are you gonna make your way back to us before?
He'll make his way over the corpses after we kill them.
Yeah, I mean, someone's going to die.
And it won't be you or
Who
Jacob
knows?
or
He
me
might
again.
just come find me on his own. He may call some of his buddies over. If he does
Either
that,
way is a
then
win-win.
Well, let me say this. If you manage to take any of them away, just try and make your way to us before you make yourself seen. That way we can move into the camp all together, and anybody that comes into the camp afterwards is just, well, we already have the advantage.
can we see what these guys are armed with? That's all.
So you can see that they have what a blade, and some of them, although not all of them, have crossbows across their back. So one-handed sword type weapon.
Do any of us have anything ranged at all?
I could throw a dagger.
I mean, like, can you do that well, or was it just
No,
like?
sure.
I mean, I could throw a dagger. It doesn't mean I'll be able to do anything with it.
I could stab somebody at range just as well as you to me right now.
Well, that's sort of what I was leaning towards. Because I spy some crossbows down there, and Do they hurt?
Yeah. So how about we use these wedges to our advantage?
Yeah.
If they start firing at you, get low.
Hey.
You can still use your magic at range, right?
I can.
How about you, Mr. Punchy Boy?
I am. I'll find some ways. Don't have to worry about me, I don't think.
All
Very ambiguous. I like it.
right.
Oh, I used something.
I improvise.
Well, how about we give you the oil and the alcohol? You can mix them together and then you could throw them. It'll at least give you something to do.
Sure.
Okay.
You want me
Uh-huh.
to throw it at the fire or as distraction away?
I say we jump this guy on the side here, the
Mhm.
lookout. If we can draw some of them away, perfect. But I do recommend staying on the ledges. And then if you get the chance and they are around the fire, aim for it.
Alright. I want to try and not set the tents on fire.
Yeah, I mean, they should be fine unless you're a god awful shot.
You guys get out of the way. I'll pull out my loot.
Where are you going?
I was just
And
going to stay right where I am.
Ye-
My thinking, my position will be around here. My stone.
Okay, so Angus, you're hoping this guy comes up the hill?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
up the
he's
hill.
famously unathletic. He's too lazy to walk up the gentle slope over here.
Yeah, but like
It's worth a
enticing
shot. It'll
music.
probably bring people more in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say I'd say like take him away up the slope. or
Best
something,
case scenario, he decides to climb up and have a look. Worst case scenario, he calls some of his buddies and they come and have a look. Either
Yeah.
way, it sort of wins, really.
You know what?
I
I'm
mean, unless he
entirely
stabs
with
me,
you.
in which case, on a personal level, I may feel that the plan could have gone better. But
I can't guarantee you won't get stabbed, but I can guarantee you'll survive.
having seen you coming
Alright.
back to life, that's a little disconcerting. But good to
Hey,
know
I got
anyway.
better. You might too.
Okay, well, you tell me where you're gonna do your thing, and I'll make sure I'm not there to be spotted.
Mhm.
So
Likewise.
what I'd suggest is if we wait for him to get to about here, one of you goes this way, one of you
Hmm.
goes this way, and then I'll start playing, and hopefully he comes up this way.
Cool.
Do you want us to be on the same level as you? Or lower?
Might be good to be on the same level because it's what 50. You said 15 feet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
See, my thinking is, if you get him to come up, and even better, if you get him and someone else to come up, then you sneak away to one of us, and then we go hit the camp. And then they're like, "Oh my god, they're behind us."
But then that just means we'll get flanked.
Yeah, my thinking is
Hmm.
I'm not very good at being stealthy.
Alright.
Okay, well, you distract them. We'll hide. We'll jump the ones that come up here, and then we'll clear out the camp.
Alright. Hopefully,
So
the dog doesn't eat those gnomes.
I start sort of
It has
plucking a
no reason
very
to.
gentle tune. I'm trying to sort of replicate the flute tune that Evelyn was playing. Um,
Very clever.
I sort of quite playing it quite softly and muted, trying to get it so that it's audible from where he is,
I'm
but
gonna.
not too much further.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think we need to check on that because, yeah, he continues his whistling, and then he seemingly noticing the discordant between his own song and the song he can hear. he stops as he's patrolling mid-step here, and kind of strains to listen. And then you can you wouldn't be able to see him at this point. Actually, I don't think, because he'd be too close to the cliff face. But you hear him moving, and then it's kind of a shout, but it's obviously a strained, whispered shout. Yeah, Barry, it's more than gnomes. And you hear a shout back from someone in the camp. You can't quite make out what it is. Yeah. No, it's definitely them. Now, come on, get the nets. And then you see some movement down in the camp. Toing and froing.
Can Jacob move to a position stealthily to see it? Like maybe like on the tree or something?
Yeah. I think at this point, I'd treat as you guys are just getting into position while Angus plays. So take reasonable movement as needed.
Alright, so I'm thinking like hiding near the tree somewhere so I can see.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So I can
you're
see
kind of
this sort of
disguised,
region.
well, hidden by the tree, but you can lean out and see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what you see is this guy, the sentry, basically gesturing up as one of these dudes, two big bundles of nets. Like, the really stereotypical net with heavy weights
Mm-hmm.
on it that you throw. As he starts clambering up, and then a couple of the bandits here are kind of was laughing at them and cheering and jeering them on.
Okay, so it's just the two going here.
Just the two going. This one helps this one up.
Alright, so in that case, Jacob is gonna try and sneak down to here if you can.
Okay. So refresh my memory as to if it's a 15-foot drop.
Uh-huh.
Because you're going down rather than up. How do we calculate movement for that?
If you think it's
First of all, do I need a check for it? That's the main question. I
how
think.
hard
think-
is it to do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would probably suggest either a check to do it as
Yep.
an action, maybe,
Okay. Yeah.
or you can use your movement at difficult terrain
Difficult
pace.
terrain, yeah.
So 15
So
feet would be your entire
half his speed,
movement.
basically.
Okay.
I would,
Cool.
I would go difficult terrain. He's
Yeah.
literally a monk. He's not an out of shape fat guy. I think he can climb down just fine.
Okay. Yeah, and I think you have got some tree bits to help you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Branches and roots and whatnot. So yeah, so that'd be difficult terrain. So your movement is currently how much? Is it just from my head so I can understand it better?
Yeah, my actual speed is actually 40. How
Oh,
is it
okay. So yeah,
40? That I
Damn,
don't.
boy.
Hold on a minute.
meth.
How is it 40 right now? That's insane.
Are you a
Freedom
monk?
of movement for a monk. Yeah,
I am monk.
you get some
I'm
extra
trying to
feet.
remember.
Cowboy monk. I love it.
Sounds like one of those romance stories that
Unarmored
ladies of a certain
movement.
age read.
Unarmored movement. Second level, your speed increases by 10
Unarmored
where you're not
movement,
wearing
yeah.
armor or wielding a
That's
shield.
right,
So
yeah.
Ah, very good.
That's
So
right. Yeah,
you
by
can
10
make it
feet. That's
down
crazy.
and have 10 feet remaining.
yeah.
Yeah, something like 5. Yeah, that's right. I think.
Okay, yeah, you make it down. Just be aware that there are lots of branches and things you can tread on that might make
Right.
noise there. So
So make it to like what here,
yeah, I think that's reasonable.
and then yeah, I guess can I like maybe crawl like to around like here something like I'm just thinking get to the ledge roughly and so I can be like very low and keep within like behind some cover in any way
Yes, yeah, I
behind the
think that's fair.
mounds and branches
Yeah,
and things like that.
there's a log here. So we'll say
Oh
that
yeah, okay.
you're going behind the log.
All right.
and
That will do me
successfully
for
got down
now.
fairly stealthy. Temerity,
And
while
I got
sorry,
the alcohol, right? With the oil or
yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
you have the alcohol, the oil, and I assume an ignition source.
Yeah.
You should have a flint and steel, I think.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, as you scrabble off, make your way smoothly down the side, these two bandits are kind of chuffing their way up onto this middle level. Temerity, are you doing anything in particular at this point, or are you
I'm
just waiting?
I'm waiting to pounce on them once they get up near Devon,
Okay. Um,
hidden
as
behind the
it,
tree.
of course, as in you're preparing to attack, or
Um, I was planning to run out and like try to gag one of them,
oh, okay, cool.
but that was before a cowboy ran away.
Just abandoned you. Okay, and these two bandits here begin the process of making their way up this hard scrabble here. They are not stealthy in doing so, and it takes them a fair bit of time, plenty of time for you to kind of gauge where they are and what's going on. The one without the nets, the sentry, he makes it up first. Is bloody hell. Turns around and scrambles down very unceremoniously, butt crack showing as he reaches his hand to help his friend, pulls a net up. And then eventually they both make their way up, both panting, having exerted a great deal of energy this early in the morning.
So I should say that I'm like sort of sat with my back against a tree, looking at where they would be coming from. So
So you're just there as they come up.
yeah.
Okay, I like it. Okay, so as you're just lounging against this tree, playing your nice song, you see these two bandity guys get up, and they don't seem to notice you at first, until they compose themselves a bit. And one of them is looking around, and he glances over you and continues to look around, and then you see a bit of a quizzical look on his face. He turns back and nudges his friend next to him. You call that a fucking gnome? His friend looks confused and then sees you. And you see his shoulders slump as he just drops these nets on either side of him. And he just kind of getting stared at the moment.
Sort of give them a nod and carry on playing. Just gonna see what they do.
Alright, net guy looks like he's about to turn and just go back, but the other guy kind of tugs on him and nods his head over to you. A bit of a smirk on his face as they both make their way toward you at a leisurely pace.
Can Jacob sort of crawl closer over here? In the meantime.
Yeah, you can I get a fresh stealth because you are going over some sticky things.
With advantage, right?
Yep, you're still in the bog.
Advantage.
19, very
Alright.
nice.
That's nice.
See, I'm thinking like I don't know, like you pick. I'm thinking here or here. Obviously, here is preferable because it's closer. But I don't
Yeah,
know, like, is that very
uh,
visible or
it's
is that
pretty visible.
plausible?
But I
So
think
would
here's
here be more
definitely
plausible?
yeah. And as you
As
get
long as
there,
I'm visible, like I can see everyone basically in the
yeah,
camp.
as you get there, you see coming from the south,
Ah,
making their way towards the gnomes, two more bandits down.
okay.
Yeah, they're not in a rush. They're just kind of sauntering
Just strolling
along.
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And these bandits are approaching closer and closer to
Okay,
Devon.
so as they get to sort of where they are now, I slowly stand up and my song changes, and I cast sleep here.
There. Interesting.
I think.
That doesn't
Mhm.
clip Jacob, does it?
Yes.
What? Why?
Did you mean to click where you clicked?
I mean, I did, but that's because Jacob wasn't there when I had decided on that place to click.
It shouldn't affect
Okay.
you anyway.
Um,
Sure.
yeah, so I will.
Jacob's there, like preparing like his
So
attack, and he's like,
You find the ground really comfortable.
starting with the person who has the lowest hit points remaining.
Okay.
Subtract from that 20.
Okay, yep.
And I will go up and try to gag the other one before
If
they know
both of
what's
them
happening.
have total hit points that equal less than 20,
Yep.
then they fall asleep.
Okay. Otherwise, only one of them does. If it's
Otherwise, only one does, yeah.
okay.
So yeah,
So-
if they both got like say 10, then they both fall asleep. But if they
Okay,
both
cool.
got 11, then only one does.
Got you. So yeah, as they're getting closer, they've got a bit more energy back. They see some, not particularly threatening-looking lone traveler in the middle of their bandit hideout. Quite a nice loot in his hand. And just as the one without the nets sticks his hand out, is about to say something to you, he says, "Right, you," and stumbles over, face plants, with a deep sleep as he falls forwards. And he put a little snoozy. Oh, I don't have a snoozy. That one will do. Kind of looks like something. As the other is just shocked by what's happened, kind of staggers.
He can
And
be
looks
shocked
down
all
at
he
his
wants. I'm gonna go try to crush his windpipe and keep his mouth shut.
Crush his windpipe and keep his mouth shut. Okay.
I have two
Um,
hands. Two
So
arms.
that
It's gonna come
crushing
up
his windpipe
behind him and subdue
would be
him.
a strength check.
Grapple would be
Grapple
athletics.
athletics.
Okay. Yes, that's a contested roll, isn't
Mhm.
it? So I need to check it.
Mhm.
See,
Yeah,
I
versus
will.
his athletics or
Um,
acrobatics, right?
If I get advantage for being stealth, that would be dope. But otherwise, still 16.
you are stealth. You did roll a 24, and you're in cover, and you have the 23. Sorry.
Okay,
Any
well I'll
more
take the
against that?
25. Thank you.
So it would be his strength.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all
Well, his
decks, I think.
yeah,
Okay,
athletics
either
or
way.
acrobatics.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have either of those as special things. Okay.
Decent,
Yeah.
but
You. So how do you come up behind this guy, Tamaraji?
Have you ever played the hit? Well, that was a terrible one to use. Have you ever played the really popular game Hitman?
I believe I have. Yes.
Basically, I just kind of get low, walk up behind them, and then go up. You throw an arm around his shoulder and the other one around his mouth, and you just choke him out until he loses his consciousness. I'm gonna work on that losing consciousness part, but right now I want to grab him so he doesn't move and he stays
Yeah.
quiet.
Okay. You Yeah, you do exactly that. As the bushes pass around you, move seamlessly through them without making a sound. Get up behind this guy, and you've grappled him effectively, I guess.
Yeah.
He cannot yell out, I think would be the conclusion of that.
Dope.
He's Just more so concerned about the hand around his throat at this point, I think.
Fair dues.
So he's struggling against you, but he's not getting loose anytime soon.
Time to take a nap, my man. Unless I have more actions, I'm just going to try to bring this guy unconscious.
Okay, so explain to me how that would work from a. I've never had someone go unconscious from a encounter.
Consciousness is tied to hit points.
Oh,
Unless
okay.
you just want to like house rule like another athletics check. But basically I would just keep him quiet and then we would slowly I would choke him unconscious, but like if Devin wanted to like hit him with the loot or something, that would also quite work.
Stop
I
wailing on
mean,
this guy.
I was gonna say that as sort of Temerity grabs this guy and sort of arm like neck locks him, Devon will just sort of at this point will stop playing, steps over the sleeping guy, draws a dagger from behind his back and just slips it between the guy Temerity's holding's ribs.
Okay,
Oh,
very
lethal immediately. Okay.
nice. Devin, don't mess around when you interrupt his song.
Hell yeah. Oh
So,
Jesus.
a
That's a strong
23.
hit.
Very nice. That is a hit.
That's just 5 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
Okay, very nice. He's still alive, but he is not in a good mood, having a good day. And
At which point do you think maybe we should roll some initiative? Or you
yes, I was just gonna say,
continue?
I think we may need some initiative given the nature this is taking, the direction.
Yeah,
Okay,
Angus,
initiative.
move Devin a bit closer to this guy within stabbing range, if you will.
Um,
Oh, I almost pulled a call and didn't click on my
Oh,
token.
imagine having that much initiative.
Ooh, Jesus. Quick as hell.
Whoa, +9 on initiative.
Alert feet and dex is high, so
No,
I'm
poor
a
Ben.
little bit quick. You would think.
He was pouncing around in the tree, striking it. Ah, that is an impressive roll. So,
That is,
safe
isn't
to
it?
say that Jacob is slightly quicker off the mark. Let me do the dogs separately.
Just, oh no, that's me. Never mind. I was like about to say, just so you're aware, I can see hit points on one of those guys, but I can't. It's my hit points.
Oh yeah, yeah. I put hit points on all the tokens. I can't do into remembering numbers. Okay. Jacob, you hear the music stop playing. You see these two bandit gentlemen
Straight
approaching
over the top.
the gnome tree. Yeah, and those two have gone over the top, and there is silence.
Okay, yeah. Silence is good in my eyes. So my aim is I'm readying the what's my throwing range with the thing? How far can I throw? How far is this? 40 feet?
What are you throwing?
If I'm throwing the oil slash alcohol or both or whatever it was meant to be. I don't know what I was meant to throw exactly. One or the other or both.
No,
Would it
we
be
combine them into one
improvised?
thing. Yeah.
Oh, you combine them. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the
Extra
mixture.
Pour the oil into the glass bottle that houses whiskey.
It's a cocktail.
I would probably go with similar to a dagger, maybe 20
Okay.
feet
Hmm.
or 60
So
feet
look,
at disadvantage.
So it says
30,
in
50 feet.
the Roll20 compendium, an improvised thrown weapon has a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet.
Okay,
Exactly like a dagger then.
that's it then. Okay. So let me just think. Is there a point where I can get within 20 feet? Hmm. Doubtedly.
Delaying is always an
Potentially,
option. They might
yeah.
move or something,
Yeah.
and it'd give us time to get in a position too.
Yeah. So, okay. So I wanna. I was thinking of readying an action anyway. I wasn't gonna do it right now. But hold on. This is, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I can do this there. Okay, I wanna ready an action anyway. And so here's my intent, right? My intent is not to throw it at the tents.
Mhm.
That is a pun. Oh my god. My intent. Um yeah, my intent is to not throw at the tents. And it is at the fire, but if yeah, okay. If I see them leave towards the others, I'm gonna try and throw it at the fire from here. But if I don't hear any like reason, any noises or anything, a reason for them to go there, then I will hold it. Yeah.
Okay,
So I guess that's it. Yeah. If I hear noises or anything that would basically trigger them to be like properly alert, these guys here,
yep.
I will throw it at the fire.
Okay.
And obviously, oh, also like if anyone comes like closer to me, then I'll just throw it at them.
Okay. Cool stuff.
like too close to me.
Okay.
So I'm just reading it that way.
Cool. Mastiff is actually 1 second. I just need to double check.
Simply being a good boy.
Yeah, he's just snoozing.
Someone's put a tiny top hat on him.
Temerity with your chokehold.
Oh, wait, this guy's not unconscious yet.
Joe Cole on a stab victim.
Basically. Yeah, I'm just going to try to do the whole unconscious thing. So I'm just gonna start to crush. Brawl is basically an unarmed strike, but I've got some
Okay.
special fighting stuff. So it does 6 damage.
Okay, this guy he seems to be definitely fatiguing,
Okay.
but he's not conscious yet.
Well, I have an ally within 5 feet of me, which, if I'm not mistaken, call gives me sneak attack, right? So,
Mm.
strong 2 points.
He's also flanked, so yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With that sneaky attack, he just head starts lolling forwards, and you feel the weight of him going to come down as he loses consciousness.
Okay. As is tradition in Hitman, I put him in a compromising position on his unconscious friend. And then I'll wave Devin over in like a follow and get low sort of situation, and we'll stop making our way over.
I follow and get low.
Okay. I have a
Low,
mechanical
low.
showing your age.
Yeah.
Mechanics question. This guy's been stabbed in the ribs, so he's unconscious and has a gaping chest wound.
It has a stab wound, yes.
Yeah. So what happens to him if he?
We
Well,
we
that
could
is
simplify things.
entirely up to you.
Okay.
I see.
You can.
How about instead of trying to put him to sleep, I just broke his neck?
Yeah.
I like the you
I
wait for him
guess
to lose consciousness, then kill him to be humane.
yeah.
I mean, you might as well.
Is
It
it
doesn't
too?
cost
You
any
could
more
do death
action to be
saves
nice.
for him. You could just
Okay.
do
Right.
whatever. Well,
He's dead.
yeah.
He's dead as a
Yeah,
One
doorknob.
option.
I suppose it depends on how important they are to the story.
Yeah.
Is what how
Unnamed
you handle
bandit.
How
it.
much
But
does
Number
God
4.
like you is what that means.
if they
Uh,
And
have
how? Yeah.
a plot point, then you might want to do death saves with them to see if they stabilize and are able to make their way
Okay. Right.
out. If they are disposable, 0 dead.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
If
basically
he's
how much
just
I
a
want them to
bandit.
live.
Basically, yeah.
Bottom line,
Okay.
storytell however you want.
Fair enough.
If he's
I
just
just
a
wanted to
bandit, I
see
turn his neck into a pretzel, and then we move
how
on.
different it is to characters, but that's cool. Okay. And then Devon, you say that you are following, crouched, keeping low,
Crouched
maintaining
and
that.
following.
And
Okay.
I'll slip down this cliff because I had 10 more feet of movement.
Okay. Is Devon so lucky?
I do not. I have reached as far as I can reach.
Okay.
The impossible dream.
Okay. Bandit 1 is asleep. Bandit here approaches gnomes. Other bandit approaches camp. And these guys all move around a little bit. And you see an additional bandit come out of the tent. They're all noticeably, I think you can all see them now, more active now that it's not quite so early. The sun is a little bit higher. The mist is a little bit thinner as the ground warms up. Doggo is still asleep. These two over here, you notice this one seems to be doing something with the gnomes. As this one walks past and approaches the camp, he just gives one a little kick. And just hears him laughing to himself as he approaches the camp and kind of gestures and waves. And like, "Oi, lads.
All right, that guy dies slowly.
Yeah. Jacob.
Right. I guess I'm still doing the same thing, really. I'm just kind of in position. I don't hear any screams and things like that, so I'm still just flask in hand, observing. I'm kind of waiting for these two to get to the fire, like at this point, unless something else happens. So
Okay.
again, same thing. If they get alerted for some reason, I'll throw at the fire. But otherwise, I'm waiting for them all to get there, I guess.
Okay, cool. Mastiff still snoozing at the fire. Temerity.
I will move with all due caution over in this direction. I'll probably get about here, drop prone, and then do a little sneak like to these bushes. I assume this is a bush.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just be
Okay.
obscure and hidden. Yeah.
As you're now closer,
And
I
prone.
think, and prone. Okay, that's fine. Yep. Any additional? Does it use an action to go prone?
No.
No,
No,
it's movement.
It only costs half movement when you get up.
I'll
Gets
get
up.
up.
But you
Yeah,
could
that's
One
fine.
you could
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
drop. You could drop
You-
just like that.
yeah.
You can
Very
you
fall
could
true.
over.
flop down just fine. Everybody do the flop. Age differences. Okay. Do you need stealth? Or
Yes, gotta get a stealth because you're now in kind of one tier closer.
okay.
Okay.
Much like call, I'll ready an attack if something kicks off. But otherwise,
Okay.
I'll hold my tongue and blades. That'd be me.
Okey-dokey. Devon.
Well, I think it's going to take pretty much my entire movement to climb down the hill. So I will climb down the hill.
Can I get a stealth from you as you're doing it?
You can.
Okay. 12's pretty
There
good.
you go. 12.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah, you successfully make it down the hill.
Excellent. How have I got? I got Joe. Cool. Well, that's pretty much all I can do at the moment. Apart from, I will bardically inspire temerity very quietly.
I look back and you're shaking the booty, something fierce.
Oh dear.
Sending positive vibes and
Positive.
and encouraging minds.
Oh god, the thoughts and prayers, they actually work.
Cool. So, bandits milling about again. One goes back into this tent. So I'll just move him. I'll just put him in the tent so we know he's there, but you can't see him. He can't see you. I'll just move him to DM there. This guy is now approaching the fire, having a chat, and you see an additional bandit leading in chains. Three little gnomey boys. Oh, I assume boys. As this one starts to lead, well, kind of get in line and shackle up. You can see Temerity and Jacob that these gnomes here have been chained to this tree, and are now being put onto this kind of work gang style leg cuffs. They initially, some of them grumble a little bit, but they've mostly got the fight taken out of them at this point. As they start to be led down southward. That is Bandit Boys done. Back to Jacob.
Right. I'm like I wanna see, like, do I see the other guys on the ledges anywhere?
You
Can I,
cannot. Our guys.
like, do I know they're in position in any
You,
way, or?
if you were watching, you will have probably seen Temerity, if you were looking out for him. Sorry. Make their way stealthily into the bush. You can't currently see Devon.
Alright. And these are moving south now, right? They're walking away.
The the
These,
bigger
yeah.
group of gnomes are being led away.
Right.
A new group is being brought back to camp.
There we go. Okay. In that case, damn it.
What you gonna do, partner?
Ah, man. I want to start it now, but I don't want to. I don't want to start it before it should start.
What do your cowboy instincts tell you to do?
My mm, my intuition tells me throw. So
Okay. The time
Jacob's
for Hootin' is past. Now it's time for Tootin'.
Jacob throws the flask, aiming at the fire.
Okay, so that's the
So that's a
extended length, isn't it?
dexterity, right? Dexterity with disadvantage.
Unless you get advantage for being in stealth. In which case
No,
it would be even.
I don't think you'd get the advantage of being in stealth because it's a stationary, non-sentient target.
Yeah,
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so
I'm not
yeah,
sneaking up on the fire.
disadvantage on your hit for that then.
Here's
Say
the
again?
thing, you can't tell me the fire's gonna see it coming.
Right. Let's
Come
go.
on, Carl, you can do it. I believe in you. I should not have believed in you. Even your advantage tool sucks.
Right.
And just so I'm clear on this, what would have been an appropriate check level?
What's the
I don't
fire's
know.
AC?
Like
So you
10.
you based it off the object's AC?
Yeah, I
That's
think so. Yeah,
In this
yeah.
Okay,
case,
so
yeah.
Basically, like
what would a fire's AC be?
basic.
5,
Listen,
funny enough.
yeah. Angus,
I
what would a
don't like
fire's
it.
AC be?
Let's put it this way, right? So, like a person average, average dexterity, which zeros, that would make it a 10 with no armor or anything. Like that's a 10 AC, right? So if something's bigger and easier to hit, it'll be less. Something smaller and harder to hit, then it's more, right? And then
Okay.
obviously,
Yeah, so
if it's more,
something large but heavily armored
yeah,
Hmm.
would have a higher AC
Yes.
if you were
Okay.
looking to sort of deal
Like
damage to
a
it.
metal
yeah,
plate type thing. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to derail with you guys explaining how this works to me.
yeah. That's fine.
But if you have AC being the armor, isn't the
Yeah,
question here whether you can actually aim the throw rather than
yeah, that's the thing, because you gotta. That's the thing with armor class. It's not just armor, because
right?
like
Okay.
I don't have armor on me, but I have a
Yeah.
high armor class.
Okay. So it's
Because I'm
also
hard to hit.
difficulty to hit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the name of it
Okay.
is a little bit deceiving. It's more
Yeah.
like
But also, a
hit
shitty
avoidance
roll.
is what it is.
A shitty roll is still very much a shitty roll.
Yeah.
So
Um.
Do I hit near the fire somewhere?
Yeah. I think you
Like how
as
close?
much as it sucks for the dude, as you throw, you go a bit wide, and you end up hitting this guy, right?
Okay.
Basically,
task failed successfully.
back of the head of this guy.
Oof.
Now, some gets in the fire. So I'll say that this guy is now covered in oil and staggers into the fire. I think would be a fair response to getting a bottle across the face.
I like to imagine he moved to the other side to get away from the smoke.
That's bad for your health.
Mm-hmm.
And so he, I suppose, should. So this is where it becomes where I get a bit confused. Definitely not going into a rant. So I want him to get hit by this as part of my how it plays out. But his AC is above 9. I don't therefore, but it seems like he should take some damage from getting a bottle thrown at him.
I mean,
Well,
he wasn't a target in the first place, so like it's up to you whether it hits him, maybe it's
So
the ground underneath,
okay, so it could just be
or
okay. So it basically goes from strict rules to rule of cool at that point.
basically, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, if you
Like, this
wanted
isn't a
to
rule.
treat it as an improvised ranged weapon, then it's like 1d4
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But it's up to you whether.
Non-significant. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think this guy, he takes yeah, takes 3 damage because it is to the head. Makes sense. And is covered now in this mixture of was it the cheap whiskey or the good
No,
quality
no,
whiskey?
I was
You
stealing the good
sacrificed
whiskey.
the good whiskey. This
I only stole the good whiskey.
this rich earthy blended scotch and the cheapest nastiest stankiest oil that you can imagine just kind of cozy, just brings his hand up to the back of his head, feeling this viscous liquid, and it's initially as he brings his hand out just glad it's not blood, and then a look of confusion comes over him as everyone kind of, what just happened? Dog is awake now and looking at the commotion as the group seem to be aware that something is not quite right in camp.
Remain on my turn. I will. Let's see. Mhm. Fuck, man. Didn't go to plan. So that oil's on him, right?
Yeah, he is all down his back is just oil.
Oily boy.
He's
Okay.
fully oiled up.
Cool. Oh, fucking hell. So I miss. Fuck. I guess I'm just gonna use the rest to try and stealthily make my way down to this bush. Oh wait, actually, can I make it to? So like, that would be like 15, right? But as in like 30 difficult terrain, right? Because it's 15 down
Yes.
or something. And then kind of like 10. That's a bit me. Yeah, I'm gonna try and make it to this bush for now.
Okay.
Stealthily.
Yep. Can I get a roll, please,
So
for stealth?
Deals, and I get advantage, right?
Yes. Yeah. You're still camoed
Oh
up.
yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. In the midst of the chaos, as everyone's looking around, they don't notice as you stealthily scrabble your way down and take your position hidden by this conveniently placed and sized bush.
Okay.
I'll keep it there for now. Yeah, that's it for now.
For honesty's sake, both bottles thrown and you've used the word chaos now. Does that start as things kicking off? How is everyone reacting?
So in the camp, confusion at the moment predominantly.
There's like, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
Huh?
who's throwing
I
bottles?
heard something. Should
um,
better check it out.
yes, but also
Oh, it must have been nothing. Must have been a win.
that is
Got hit
just
with that
Hitman,
Video
isn't
game.
it? They are a raucous bunch, so it probably isn't the first time that someone has just thrown a bottle at someone else. There is no at this point like sudden panic in the group. You can see. Mastiff, however, is getting to his feet. You,
Is it chained up, by the way?
I just say, the exception of Devon, you can see that there is quite a thick chain, like big, heavy, strong chain. Same stuff that the gnomes are weighed down with. attached to what looks like quite a flimsy peg. There-ish. It's quite a long chain, so the dog's got some range. He gets up, walks over, has a sniff of the oil, and then you kind of lose sight of him as he goes in between two tents.
What I wouldn't do for that one spell that just pushes people.
Temerity.
I'll hold in action again to get ready to chug a dagger.
Okay. Devon.
I move to where Temerity is.
Okay, cool. Can I get a stealth as you do?
You can.
In case you all like call it, the trigger for my attack of opportunity or reaction is the same thing. If something kicks off, I'll kick off.
Yeah. Okay.
20 on my stealth roll.
Yeah,
Nice.
very nice.
I will also
What do your pirate instincts tell you?
cast Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh.
That guy.
Him. Okay. That is a wisdom saving throw
It
for him.
is.
You're casting it on the guy with the oil?
No.
Okay. You could probably send them through the fire. That would be fun.
No. The creature doesn't move onto obviously dangerous ground, such as a fire or a pit.
Oh, okay.
That's a shame.
So specifically
What about a
worded there
fire
to
pit?
avoid that. He fails his wisdom save, so he takes
Oh.
9 points of psychic damage and has to use its reaction to move as far away from me as it can.
But he knows where you are. Subconscious thing, I think.
I guess so.
9 points. Very nice.
He may not know that he knows that that's where I am, just
in
that
as
he
much
needed to
as
be
away
away from there.
It's like being
Okay.
hunted in the forest. Even if you
Yeah.
don't know, you kind of know.
Very good. And no one else detects that, do they? Because it's a whisper.
That's right. He hears it in his brain.
Oh dear.
So he's just been there and then he's gone
He's doing
and
his
ran away.
full. Okay.
And that
So
will be my turn.
these poor bandits, as their friend gets clobbered in the head with this mysterious this viscousy liquid. The viscousy liquid. Yeah. Sniffs it.
Oh God, Pete, I think you're dying.
It's fucking gnome piss. Give that a sniff. It's their fucking gnomes. And this, everyone gets a bit more agitated. It starts kind of scrambling around, moving. Another one goes in tent. One comes out of tent, grabbing tools, equipment. Crossbows are unsheathed. So how would this work then with Deslin's prep? Is it at the end of their actions or is it before?
Whenever you deem things are kicking off,
Okay.
that's when
Cool.
I'll kick off.
Okay, got you. And just as they're starting to like get ready to start heading out, trying to find who's throwing various liquids One of them at the camp just grabs his hands to his ears, starts screaming at the top of his lungs, "The voices!" Ah! And he just
Fair dues.
pelts off, running, as the mixed confusion of bottles out of nowhere and screaming madmen. A few of the gnomes give him very concerned looks. This bandit stops his movement, as does this one, as they see this guy just run, just off, screaming, going on about voices. And at this point would be a nice time for Temerity to do that thing.
Do the kicking of the off. Okay. I will go ahead and throw a regular dagger because I don't want them to think the gnomes are attacking. So I don't even know if that matters who I'm aiming for, but I mean, if I can see the guy behind the tent, I'll aim for him. If not, I'll aim for Oil Boy.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be Oil Boy. Although I did say that this one came back out the tent, didn't I? 1 second. Yeah. So he is here effectively. So you can see him. Okay, so that's a 12. That's a hit.
Oh. Okay.
5. Yeah. So just as
8
and
points
3.
altogether.
Very nice. It's just as Glenn runs off screaming at the top of his lungs about someone.
Oh, crazy Glenn.
Oil splashed all over the camp and daggers flying out of shrubbery.
As they all want to do.
Okay, so dagger guy, yeah, he's taken unawares. They all start to back in towards the tents. Now, fairly certain that they are under attack. He's screaming his head off. These two don't fully know what's going on yet. Yeah, I think that's bandits looking around, but they can't see anything.
Nice.
Jacob.
Well, that worked out pretty well.
But they sorry. Let me actually just clarify. 3 of them, which I will put a little mark on to make it easier to distinguish. The ones with the nets symbols have crossbows drawn. Other 2 are distracted by oil and dagger, respectively. Jacob.
Right, Jacob is gonna, in a crazy action movie way, dart across the hair, probably do like a roll or something and all that stuff. In a way to, like, sort of keep him behind the bushes, sort of thing. How do I? There we go. Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
I'm assuming stealth check.
Yes, please.
Oh.
Okay. You do hear shouts as you just get to this bush here.
Okay.
And as you're making your way the final bit, out the corner of your eye, you see someone, this guy, pointing at you.
Okay. So
no,
I
no shots come at you.
Okay. All right, and with my action, I'd like to I'm gonna throw some daggers, some throwing knives. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. They're not daggers. That's right, because they're basically darts. I took, but those throwing knives,
Okay.
reflavored. Um, so yeah, so
Hello.
throwing knives. They work exactly as the same as a dart, same damage and
Cool.
everything. At this guy,
Okay. Poor
and
Screamy
can I
Glen.
can I do can I do like darts with two hands, like main hand, bonus action, off hand? Is that a thing? Wait,
Yeah.
they need to wait.
You could attack with the offhand. It just doesn't get you a proficiency bonus.
Oh yeah,
Ah. Yeah,
darts
And you
I
also
defer
used up
offhand.
2 dots. So.
entirely to the more experienced DMs as to the. It sounds cool.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. The second one
Yeah.
just has a less chance to hit.
Okay. Cool.
Everyone can fight with two weapons. They don't
That's a
need any of the feats, but yeah, you don't get the proficiency bonus on the offhand.
Oh,
Cool.
cool. Then
Why
yeah,
do I
go
have
for it.
2 of these here? That's weird.
Do you have a singular dot?
Just one dot.
No,
You
I
actually
have
go back and get
2.
it every time.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know. I guess I should probably delete one of these. I'll keep for now. All right. Bada boom. Ignore the
Mhm.
advantage because I had that on by mistake.
Okay, 10 does
Oh,
not hit.
unless I'm still hidden somehow.
Well, I mean,
Which I don't think I am.
he was screaming his head off, so I don't know if he would have noticed you.
So you can technically
Yeah,
hit it from that
yeah.
guy, just not everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. So this guy, if this is a sneak attack on like a stealth attack on him, then I do get advantage against him.
Okay. So yeah, the 13 will hit.
Oh, cool. And I guess offhand this will be minus proficiency, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you can just
So
subtract 2 from it.
minus 2 on the on the roll.
And that hits as well.
All right. So
Hell yeah.
the damage being
Ooh,
Hachi
very,
machi.
very good darts.
very good.
Okay, you throw your
Oh yeah,
main.
+4 on dexterity. That's why. Jesus.
Uh,
A minimum 5 on the dart. Jesus. That's crazy.
yeah, does that darts are the best weapon in the
Oh
game.
well, sorry, throwing knives.
Yeah.
Not darts. Throwing knives.
You skillfully throw it with your main hand, your main weapon. Stealthy like at this guy who's just stopping his insane run. And starting to come to his senses as a dart just into
Throwing
the
knife.
temple. A throwing knife. I'm not good with words.
Yeah, I
Throwing
kept
knife.
saying that. So
Yeah, just sticks into this guy's temple. He kind of sways from side to side. As another one comes in and gets him in the neck, he just goes down.
nice.
It's one hell of a howdy, partner.
I have my ways. Right. So that was my action. I'll leave it for now. I'm behind this bush.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave it for now.
Okay.
Incredibly cowboy response. I have my ways.
Mastiff, seeing also you as you run, starts just barking and this as he runs straight at the bush that you're in before getting caught at the neck by this chain, which is that's about 20 feet, I think. 25. Yeah, getting caught in the neck by this chain with kind of shock. He's just kind of barking and salivating and growling and snarling as this chain's just keeping him back. as he's trying his hardest to get to you and
Was
this
that
bitch.
flimsy peg looking?
It's still in there. As he starts barking, I haven't given them their own initiative, so we'll just do it. All these gnomes start to visibly panic. And in fact, I'm going to add them onto the roll because they are getting extremely agitated.
It's a tad bit traumatized.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing Smurf and chaos. Smurfs and chaos. Just running about everywhere. Ah!
And as this happens, they start to pull on the chain, trying to get away. So it goes from a nice orderly line into this kind of discoordinated thing, kind of train of gnome strength. And this bandit is seemingly is now contending with these gnomes as they panic. Temerity.
I look over to the
Chaos
dog.
ensues.
Yeah, I look over to the dog, and then I look back towards Devin. My sister had a dog. They could teleport. It was fucking crazy. Anyway, and then I throw another dagger.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah.
Love it. Same guy?
Yeah, sure, if I can hit him. Might as well.
Cool, go for it.
Do. Wah. Hey, lucky number.
Okey-dokey. Yeah, 12 hits.
Okay. Boop. And if he doesn't die quite yet, the sneak attack, it can't
He
exactly save it
he
for the next guy, so.
did die that time, yeah. Okay,
Okay.
dagger gets him.
Yeah.
He is very unceremoniously just falls backwards, kind of onto the corner of this tent, slumped over it.
And he dies unto death.
He does indeed.
I'm gonna just army crawl my way over to this edge over here. I hate how these squares are. I'm gonna still try to be in cover and whatnot, but I'm gonna get closer
Yep.
to this edge.
Okay, cool.
And that'll be me. I have a crazy
Devin.
amount of bonus action as a level 1.
Hmm.
2 level 1s technically, but what are you gonna do? That's me.
Don't forget you have also got bardic inspiration.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Dope. I forgot about that. Thank you. I'll use it when I need it.
Devin, what's Devin gonna do?
Buying
He's
inspiration is so good, but you always forget about it, don't you?
yeah.
Not when you need it.
Uh,
You need it yes, that.
I'm gonna use my movement to try and scale down this ledge to about here. Do you like another stealth check from me, or
If
shall
you're
we?
being stealthy, then
I'm gonna try and be stealthy. Yeah.
yes, please.
Oh my
Another
Damn.
20.
And you succeed in that.
Jesus.
Devin's on fire. Not literally.
That would make him less stealthy.
Definitely would. Okay.
Also, the bush around it would be less stealthy.
And keep away from the oily guy.
And that can you only hold an action, or can I hold a bonus action?
As long as it's one thing, you can hold either.
Yeah.
Okay. I will, if Jacob moves 5 feet closer, bestow upon him bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Oh. That wasn't my intention, so
Move towards the big dog.
Has to
Cool.
double check to see if you can only have one inspiration on at a time.
Oh no.
I don't think so. I think it just it's the thing that you just sort of You
have.
send on one person, then you send on another person. Like it just kind of stays on them.
Roll 20
Yeah, you
says
can-
It's
a
concentration.
creature can only have one bardic inspiration.
Yeah,
But it
you
doesn't.
can
So
spend
I
multiple
can't
on it.
inspire temerity twice.
Yeah, super
Okay.
inspire. Okay, cool. Is that Devon's turn?
That will be my turn.
Fantastic. Okay, bandits slumped against the tent like a fool, fighting with gnomes. Dead. The three with the crossbows, so non-oil, all. I'm needing some help with the mechanics here. Just start firing into this bush.
Okay. So if they don't
Okay.
see me, I guess they get disadvantage,
That would
right?
And-
seem.
Or
I would probably
like,
say that
if
you
they
were in
don't see the
cover as
target,
well,
of
so
course.
you'd get the AC bonus.
Okay, okay. So how would that AC
Yeah,
bonus? How would we calculate that?
I think it's
there's
like
two types. There's actually three types of cover. One is full concealment, which means they're gonna hit me. But there's half
cover's a
cover, which is
+2,
+2, and
three-quarters
+5
cover is a
on three-quarters.
+5.
Okay. Yeah, you're fully hidden from view, but it is just a bush, and they know you're
Yeah.
there. So
Okay.
the +2.
Yeah,
I'd-
sure.
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll take that.
You probably have
So
a crazy
three of
high AC,
these
don't you?
coming up. 1,
Oof.
2,
Oof.
3.
Okay.
Got it. Right, what was my AC?
20
+2.
now, right?
The 18, 16, right?
Yes.
One flies right past my ear. One flies right past my hand, and the other one just kind of lands somewhere in the bush, like near my leg.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Monks
Uh,
be crazy at this level.
I'm just like,
And only this level.
And once they've shot their shots, they start to very cautiously move towards you. Oily Boy realizes that his friend is dead and tries to check on him.
Have some oil.
Tell me in my hardest times.
This
This numpus will wake up.
yeah, have some numbers. This bandit struggling with these gnomes just puts the boot into one, knocking it over and doing some damage.
Oh,
Okay, I think that is Bandit Boys. Jacob, you've survived the arrows of iniquity.
Okay, well they're coming towards me. I'm gonna alright. I guess I'm popping up. Yeah, I'm popping up from the bush. Throw 2 daggers at the dog that's charging me.
Okay.
It's the same thing. So bang and bang. I'm not hidden anymore from it. Oh
Oh
my god,
wow.
that's going wrong.
I think
What the
Jesus
second one's a
Christ.
22. Second one's a 22.
Cool. Yeah, I was thinking, haha, this dog's got armor. He's not going to be so easy to hit. Yeah, both of those hit.
Alright.
Okay, yeah. You
Fucking hell.
successfully.
These knives are so
Wound
much better than I
this
expected them to be. They were like literally an afterthought.
Mhm. Just don't forget to think afterwards that you need to pick them up.
Yeah,
What a
yeah, of
stumbled
course.
sentence, but yeah, you know what I mean. You should have
Yep.
6 more.
Devon has got into some kind of alien hunt.
I my cursor went to a pointy finger over Carl's throwing knives name, so I just clicked it to see what would happen. Didn't like it.
Cool, Jacob. Anything else other than your two knives of absurd death?
Uh, my character sheet seems to be duplicated. It's weird.
Is it throwing?
Like,
knife?
no,
That'd be helpful.
not items, just like action buttons and things like that.
Ah,
Like
Yeah. All of my attacks are in my character sheet twice.
yeah, my throwing knives are twice, and then I just noticed because I put my rations as a resource, so I can just take them down, and they appeared twice. And if I
Huh.
untick it, one of them's still there. It's weird.
God.
I guess I'm gonna
Hmm.
test. Okay, that still works. That's odd.
Weird.
I'll figure out later. What was I doing?
Throwing
I
knives.
Okay, that's better. I So okay, that was my action movement. Do. All right, movement. Blah. Howdy.
Tips the hat.
Powder pot.
And I am engaging this person.
Oh, I'm happy
Okay.
for you.
We're oh, hold on. What's
Congratulations.
Oh yeah, I used my bonus action as offhand, didn't I? So yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Skipping right past the boot scooting boogie and doing all the way to merge. That's bold.
So, as you have attacked this sweet, tiny, adorable little pup
That eats people.
that eats, well, gnomes, they're not really people.
They're not
Wow.
people.
He gets very annoyed at you for attacking him, giving him sufficient strength to break free from his chain, and immediately set off after you as you run.
Right.
Howdy, he says.
Okay.
He did have a hat on. He tips his hat.
um,
All right then.
Somewhat unsurprisingly, he would like to have a little chomp.
Even with the trying to murder my friend, if a dog talked to me, I'd still want to be best friends with it.
So, I'd say 16.
I hippity hop out of the way.
You hippity hop out the way. Just leg it. These ones aren't quite as successful in getting away, so they're still pulling against this bandit. This one here. But yeah, these gnomes are now running away from the mastiff.
Okay. That's. I was afraid of losing them, but I'm kind of alright with it at the moment. So.
It's okay, I can take care of it. I've
Alright.
got decent athletics, so what I want to do is I want to stand up. It'll take half my movement, which I literally just remembered, so god damn it. But I'll scamper my way down here.
Yeah.
Which is he out of 15? Like, can I just jump off and then try to land? uh, non-cripplingly.
Roll. Actual.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
I go into a wall.
So that'll be an acrobatics. Athletics. Yeah, 18. Cool.
Yeah, doing something
You
fairly athletic.
gracefully and successfully take the quick route down.
Okay. I'll hop down here, make myself visible to the gnomes, and hold up the leader's dagger, and say, "We're here to save you and to kill the dog. Get to safety." And I'll point behind me over here.
Okay. Cool. They initially gives you a look of apprehension. When they see the dagger, they seem to understand what you mean.
Hell yeah. I don't have any movement left, but just to prove my intention, I'll. How short are these gnomes?
Pretty short.
Pretty short. Can I hit
Yeah.
this guy with only the
What
without
are you
cover?
hitting him with? A throwing weapon?
The only dagger I have left is the gnome dagger, so I'd like to try to chuck it. It's like, don't panic, whoosh, and then throw it over at this guy.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Is
Stay
that a
still.
disadvantage due to the distance, or are you within your?
It'd be disadvantage at distance. If my stealth still holds up, then it'll be a flat roll. It's up to you.
Now, in terms of stealth, this guy won't have noticed you because his back's to you and he's struggling with gnomes.
Okay.
So
So I guess he's unaware.
yes,
So flat roll.
yeah.
Bam. Damn it.
10. Wait, no. Yeah, 10.
Legendary gnome dagger. Good look at actually.
I had some time at the beginning, so I named
I
it.
don't remember coming up with that name.
You didn't tell me what it does yet, so I named it. I
You,
assume it vivisects, so.
Here's the dagger that's meant to make you trust me. Let me throw it at you.
you throw it.
Throw it over them.
Throw
At
it.
their captive.
Yeah. Throw it in the direction of the most gnomes I can possibly be in the direction of.
Sometimes you gotta make a decision.
So you chuck this dagger, and it lands here.
I swear I'm normally a lot better than this. I did recently die. Never mind. And then I start running towards it. But I can't.
Okay. Yeah, they all duck as the dagger goes flying over their heads. Some of them give you kind of what the hell, dude?
It's not nearly as complicated as it seems.
Cool. Okay. Devon.
Devon is gonna make his way around the tent and at full sprint is going to attempt to shove this
Kick him.
guy.
Kick him into it.
Just
How do
you do
running
Drop
double,
kick.
yeah, just running double-footed drop kick. Just comes around
Yes.
from the corner of this thing, just
Hell yeah.
leaps up, just bash 2 feet straight to his chest. So it's just a contested athletics check, basically. But
Okay.
that's cool.
Yeah, go for it.
Literally, the second it hit that guy, the oil, that's literally what I thought of. Just kick him into the fire this whole time.
Maybe the advantage for doing surprise.
He got
a nat one.
A natural one. So,
that's fine.
I would have given you the advantage since he's having a very rough morning. This guy.
I can imagine he probably is, and it's just about to get worse.
Yeah, as his friend is just suddenly slumped over this tent. He's covered in oil, and he's just pushing this guy, going, "Go on, Jeff, wake up! No, Jeff, we had so much to do, Jeff. We were gonna go and get that B&B, weren't we, Jeff? It's all right, Jeff. You'll be fine."
Fucking hell, Michael.
This still kind of drunk, kind of hungover guy runs up behind him. And I believe the term the kids use is yeets him.
Yes.
Positively
that's a relevant word, I think. It was 2 years ago.
That's pretty good for me. As he falls, it initially looks like he's just smothered out the fire before there's just this. As his entire torso just goes up in this conflagration, and he starts running off, screaming, on fire, and gets about this far before he just collapses in a fiery,
Damn.
smells of bad barbecue kind of pile of death.
Fuck.
And he is now with Jeff in Bandit Heaven in their B&B.
The gnomes are like running away from the dog. You get Temerity throwing a dagger over them, and you see a guy burnt to charcoal running towards him.
It's basically the fight scene from Anchorman.
Yeah. Yes.
Good times. Okay.
And that's me.
Fantastic. Very nicely done. I'm glad someone got set on fire. Okay.
Should we maybe take 5 minutes after the bandits go?
Yes. Yeah. Well, if you take 5 minutes now, because I need to go to the gents anyway, and I think
Okay.
that Deslin has gone.
He has. He has BRB GTP.
Oh, gone to be.
Oh right, I was wondering what the GTV was.
Cool. I'll pop the screen onto the
I like that.
waiting screen.
dart, you're basically just you're stabbing and you're praying that you stab. Like that's it.
Well, we're not talking about AC here. We're talking about
Oh, yeah.
damage, right?
Yeah.
Also, this entire conversation is pointless because if you have a dart in melee and you're a monk, you might as well just kick them. But
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm just picturing the difference between the what's the benefit of having a dagger versus like a dart, right?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Are we ready to resume the
I think so.
chaos?
yeah. We have an Angus.
Cool.
We do.
I think I
So-
do.
We do. Okay.
Following your brave dropkick and the guy screaming, these three bandits who had previously been
Dev was like
taken on
dropkick. Uh-oh.
the dog turn and see Angus stood next to the fire, and they also see Temerity over in the distance. So this bandit takes aim at Temerity.
They flip him off.
Fuck you.
What else can you throw at him and miss with?
I haven't done anything at him. He doesn't know I suck yet.
um,
Oh, I know he sucks though.
yeah,
Get fucked.
unfortunately he sucks. He just completely misses. Middle bandit takes aim at you, Devon.
That hits. That second one does.
On the bright side, it wasn't me.
So you take 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
Other bandit does the exact same.
That hit.
Jesus.
Fuck you.
Ow.
And there's only 2.
Um, not looking in good shape.
Poor
Just
Devon.
letting you guys
Oh.
know. That, yeah. Okay.
It's like kick. Ha, did good. Oh. Like
Ow.
3 guys
Ow.
turn around. 3 crossbows. Like,
Yeah, they back away from you
Like a bunch of cowards.
while reloading their crossy bows. Bandit over here. So that's down by our good friend
dagger.
Jacob. He's gonna take a swing at you with his scimitar with a mighty 8.
wow.
Yeah, not expecting that way.
Jacob isn't he like he's still just looking at the dog, he just like tilts his head.
And even though he's in with a comrade, this doesn't give him any additional benefit, does it?
Unless he has pack
I don't
tactics.
think so.
No,
No.
he is but a lowly bandit.
Nah.
Okay, cool. He kind of wastes his. This fella, seeing the chaos, seeing the dagger fall, and seeing what's going on behind him, lets go of the gnomes and starts to make his way, seeing Jacob. So if he's let go of the gnomes, he's dropping something that doesn't count as an action.
No,
that
that's
would be
that's just letting go.
Yeah.
Item interaction.
Cool. So he
Yeah.
gets at the old crossbow. Well, yeah, my roll 20's been a bit weird now. And he gets 15 in. Any luck?
To
I
Jacob?
don't think so. Yeah, I think Jacob.
Get out of here.
Oh no.
Okay, he misses. I think that's all of our banditos. Okay, Jacob.
Jacob.
Remember, you're bardically inspired.
I am.
You both are.
Oh, right.
Son of a
Um,
taint. I completely forgot about that. Oh well.
All right then. Wait, remind me. By an expiration, I have to do it before the roll or after?
You can do
After
it
the
after.
roll, but before it's
Before the outcome.
before
Right.
the
Okay. So I can see the
DM
roll
says,
before I decide, though.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So. Oh my god, I'm getting a bombardment of Snapchats from my friend. Literally just. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay. I am going to. I guess I'm punching the dog, kicking the dog. What does Fury of
What a
Blows do
sentence.
again? Key point
I
to
guess I'm
bonus action.
punching
Okay.
the dog.
Dodge. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yes, I kick the dog. I'll do punchy things to the dog,
You do
and
punchy
I'm
things to
not
the dog.
using my my inspiration.
Okay, you
Jesus.
successfully do punchy things to the dog.
All right, and that would be a 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. He lets out a yelp and then a very angry snarl.
Okay. And you know what? I'm gonna do.
You can do a bonus action unarmed strike.
Yeah, I'm thinking what I want to do. Patient defense if it blows. Yeah, I'm gonna do patient defense. Spend a key point, or as I renamed the intuition point.
Mm.
Hell yeah.
Okay, what effect does that have?
Grit.
It's this. So dodge action. So that's basically disadvantage to them attacking me, I believe. Is it
Ooh,
just melee
Yes.
or
It's
range as well?
anything. You're
Anything.
being
very
Okay.
like
nice.
extra careful with your defense.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm focusing on my defense basically.
very clever. So, is that your turn?
Yes, that's my turn.
Very good. Yeah. He goes for a bite.
Oh
I'm
damn! Great
I'm
time to
just
do
in
that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Which you successfully dodge. Um,
Fucking hell! MVP play.
Fucking hell, right?
as he lunges, he just this side. That's Mastiff.
I continue to wave the gnomes over.
Yeah. So these gnomes, they're making their way over here to Temerity. These gnomes, however, seeing a dagger land here, and this guy turning his back,
Nice
this
murder,
brave little gnome
murder my children.
sees the dagger of his people that represents their long suffering and the destruction of their way of life and happiness, and who knows how many loved
And
ones who
temerity threw that dagger.
threw it in the dirt, but
I gave it
close
to
enough
them.
for his little gnome hands to reach. And as he grabs the dagger, he dabs it into the. I'm just going to use.
Can't punch
so
his dogs. Why are you thinking those so much?
I'll just use the stats for his existing weapon.
Oh, that is a cute dog.
He just jams it into the lower spine of this bandit as he turns around, listing a of anger, confusion, frustration, repressed sexual energy, all sorts of things going on with this bandit.
Someone's
um,
discovered a new kink in the servitude.
Mhm.
Who's cut across the lumbar area by this, we assume, ancient and important dagger.
Yes.
Little gnome.
Gilgameshi, please use its proper title.
Fuck yeah,
Other
gnomes.
other gnomes who are unfortunately unarmed still. Oh, they have quite cool stuff actually. So if I want to do an improvised unarmed strike from them,
If they hit,
Yeah.
it'll be 1 plus the strength
One.
mod.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Is it? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
it was just one. Oh yeah, it's just yeah. That's right. Yeah.
and in terms of
That is one.
determining if they hit,
It's
it would just
just
be a
a
d20.
yeah, just a
Basically, yeah.
strength attack, I guess. It's a strength check.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the
Yeah.
easiest way to do it.
Okay. Yeah. One of them gets in a.
Gnomes.
And then what did you say in terms of working at damage? Sorry, Carl.
Oh, 1 plus
Oh,
the strength
damage. 1 plus
modifier.
strength. Minimum
Okay.
1, obviously.
Yeah. So 3. Very nice. You go, little gnomes.
Hell yeah.
You fight the system.
Punch him in like a nerve or something.
Yeah. they just start ganging up on this
Just give them bruises.
this bandit. Okay, Temerity, you have a gaggle of gnomes around you.
I have a
No
gaggle of
dagger.
gnomes running past me. I do have a dagger, actually. I had 2 throwing daggers, and I had that like
Ah.
gilded one that I started with. I completely forgot about that one. I got to thank my coworker who I named it after when I get in the book today. But I'm gonna run up. Really wish I had that extra movement of a monk, but yeah, I'm just going to help these little gnome dudes finish off the little koi. Uh, is that 30 feet? I immediately forgot. That's a fun note. You can click and drag your token with control and the Q, I think, and then you can measure it. But I didn't do that. Um. Okay, yeah, I get much closer.
Thank you.
So profit this time. Whoosh.
Okay,
Into this little guy.
go for it.
What am I doing?
I
Oh
did.
my God. There's so many
Oh,
Oh,
shortcuts
sorry,
that I
I
don't
didn't see
know.
that. 16. Yeah, that hits, and
12.
yeah, this guy's just turning round to look kind of start beating on these little tiny gnomes. As you unleash a dagger, stopping him from abusing any more little tiny, adorable, slightly murderous gnomes.
I'm gonna give these guys the very quick rundown of go join your people. I'll finish up and kill the rest of these guys. Your village elder sent us.
Um,
Also, he gave me that dagger. Can I have it back? I need to kill these guys.
You're asking for the sacred, magical, we assume, dagger back.
Gifted by the leader.
Okay, yeah. You're still a bit away, so we'll see if they listen to your commands on their turn.
Okay.
Um,
Do you need a roll for that, or are we just going to assume they do it?
I think that they're fairly receptive to instruction at the moment. They've just seen you kill the guy that was about to kill them, so you're in their good books.
Hell yeah. Murder. Thumbs up.
That's the way to get people to like you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. If there's nothing else from Temerity, then Devon. Poor wounded Devon.
Retreat is always an option.
I know. I'm gonna throw my dagger at this guy.
Mm.
17?
That is a hit.
And that does
Not
7. Oh,
bad.
it's just 6.
It is pretty
Mate,
good.
max damage. Oh wait. Yeah, yeah. Max damage, yeah.
And then I'm gonna go and run. behind this tent.
Nice.
And that will be my turn.
Okay, very nice. So, banditos, you've evaded behind the tent. This one comes running after you. These two. Actually, the one who you attacked. Oh, would he retreat or would he? I think he would retreat. He'll make his way down here.
Retreating to someone else who will definitely try and kill him.
That's the plan. And so wounded guy is going to attack Jacob with his crossbow.
Try me, bitch.
Mighty six.
Try me, bitch.
Other guy, same. Actually, no, he'll go for temerity. 12 temerity.
Miss, surprisingly.
Okay, these guys are not very good. I should have put about 20 more in. Okay, and a sword attack for you, Jacob. The 4.
Carl, I found the perfect gift for you.
Go on.
It's an off topic.
All right.
And other guys are running after Devon, trying to get him. I think that's all of the banditos. Yep, they were completely useless. Jacob.
Perfect.
Right. The dog is my priority, honestly. So I'm
Out
gonna
of
try and.
character. Puncher.
Call the dog kicker. Yeah, we know him.
Yeah, well, Jacob's a guy that gets the job done. No one else is gonna do it, so he's gonna do it. Yeah, he's gonna go after the dog. And yes, wait. Before, hold on. Are we
Bug
ruling?
inspiration.
Yeah, are we ruling that this is a 7 or if it is like a 1, natural 1? Like
The
basically,
natural ones
is there a
always
point in
fail.
me? Is it always fail?
Yeah.
Natural 1.
That's a good question.
Bardic inspiration turn a natural 1 into a sort of
Not natural one.
not natural one.
Yeah, I think from what we said previously is that it will always be a negative outcome, but it will not always be a guaranteed fail.
Okay. All right. So there's a chance that I'll hit him, but maybe there's
you
like
may
a
still
bad side
succeed,
effect.
but it won't be the success that you wanted.
Right. Okay. Like something might go badly, something else might happen.
Yeah.
So the other thing to consider is a D6 could take this to a maximum of a 13.
Yeah, which isn't going to get through Doggo's armor.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave it. It's fine. I'll hold on to the inspiration for the next attack, which actually fuck it. I'm gonna do even though there's 2 guys aiming at me with crossbows, I'm gonna do let me reconsider before I say it.
Wait.
I don't want to get shot. Fuck it.
I've been shot twice. It's not that bad.
You'll be fine.
I had to leave for the
yeah.
laugh at that one, Angus. Good job.
Key point on flurry of blows. Or I guess the intuition. Let's keep on.
Ooh.
On flurry of blows to hit the dog another 2 times.
Okay.
So that I will wait 14. Do I want to use it on this one?
A cowboy's grit is literally the same
Probably.
thing as like a key point.
It's
It's just
got
like an
armor,
extra
so it's
well of
probably going
energy.
to be higher. Yeah, I'm going to use the bardic inspiration for this. Is it D6?
Okay.
D6, yep.
It's probably higher than this, right?
Yeah. All you need is like a 2
Right.
probably.
Okay, there you go. So
Hey,
that's a
Nice.
20,
So that's a
you nailed
20.
it.
That's a hit.
and the other attack 19. Nice.
Hell
2
yeah. You
hit
abused the hell out of this dog.
So that is a 5 and a 7.
5 and a 7.
12.
Okay. This dog is being bludgeoned and beaten quite a bit. Still standing.
Oh,
Damn.
one tough puppy.
So
Are we the
Bugbear.
bad guys?
Are we the bad? No.
We're freeing slaves. If you free a slave, you get to kick one dog. That's the comic rule.
Yeah, right. Come on. Plus, this dog eats the slaves, so
Oh,
know.
Kibbles in tiny bits.
It's an evil dog, believe it or not. That can be a thing sometimes.
So we find out this is
think.
actually a perfectly legitimate detainment camp for these incredibly dangerous gnomes.
Yeah, exactly.
Just the
domestic terrorists.
Yeah, this dog
It
has
doesn't-
is like a this dog is like a hero of like he's got
Look,
trophies
if your
at
hero
home.
eats people, you're in
He
a gothic
rescued
novel.
children from the orphanage, dragged them
Yeah.
out through the fire.
And it
This
doesn't matter if
dog
they're
has
bad guys or
medals.
not.
This dog was
Doesn't-
trained and is like
It's like all those police dogs that are shot in the line of duty because police can't fucking aim, apparently. It doesn't matter if these gnomes are bad people. They're under my protection.
All right. Well, I think that's me. Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Please don't get hit.
So because you got the natural 1,
Yes.
and your
get-
attack missed, I'm going to give dog advantage on his next
Okay.
attack, which unsurprisingly will be at you.
You're gonna need it. Cause AC's legendary.
Yeah.
You'll never hit him in a million years.
It's about to not be legendary anymore.
Ah.
Wow, look at
Come
that.
on,
See, you're
dog.
golden. You're a
Um,
god among men.
However, I realize I've been doing this slightly wrong. Could I get a strength saving throw, please?
Oh, because he's a dog.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Hey.
There you go.
Yeah, you managed to deflect off this very injured dog. That kind of half-heartedly jumps up at you.
That would be really bad if you're
Tail-
surrounded by the
tail
other three.
wagging.
But
I love brew.
Hey, if I was grown, they won't hit me with crossbows.
yeah, but they'll walk up and stab the shit out of you.
Sensing that this may not be going its way, the dog notices these gnomes over here.
No,
Just-
bad dog.
Starts running at them.
Hey,
Opportunity
attack
dog.
opportunity. Opportunity.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
Fucking dog's about to get kicked. Oh yeah.
Yeah, kick
Yeah.
the dog.
6.
6. Just as this dog sees these delicious, plump little gnomes, turns and starts bounding at them. Just gets a cowboy
roundhouse
to the
kick.
face. Patrick Swayze style.
Oh man.
Yeah, would you like to describe your inner Chuck Norris moment?
Oh, it's like I see the dog go, so I just take like a small step forward as like like the reading step, and then just whack like across the like from sort of behind side, sort of up to the jawline of the dog, just bams, and just like you see
Ooh.
saliva like fly off to the side.
You thought a lot about how to kick a dog.
I was just thinking that.
Kick a dog's
It's a lot of
I don't-
detail,
I
isn't it? Yeah, just as it's
damn it.
approaching, it runs out of steam, and this little gnome's kind of cringing in horror as this behemoth dog comes down on them and just rolls over forward and slumps down in a pile.
Oh my god! I just single-handedly
But-
killed the dog.
the
And another guy.
the achievement of the session. A cry of cheer goes out from the gnomes.
And temerity.
And temerity and anyone as it spreads and they realize what has happened, that the beast that they so feared is now dead, and they swarm this bandit dude.
Oh.
Um,
Wait, all you see is when Temerity looks at Jacob after that, all you see is just Jacob just looking there like sort of shocked for a sec, like holy shit, that was pure instinct. Like like that kick
Turns
was
out
just-
you're a
just
monster and
instinct.
it's helpful.
Yeah. That kick was just pure instinct. Like I did not expect that.
he's
It's
just
like, oh
hoping
shit,
everyone,
oh my
everyone
God.
thinks it was on purpose. He just slipped.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god, sorry.
You wanna
Um,
do
I
me
mean, I'm
in the
not
kick,
sorry,
you
but
just
I'm
double
sorry.
slipped in the mud.
one of them has his weapon.
Why does he have his weapon? They were slaves.
He's got the dagger.
The dagger.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Other two unarmed strikes. What are it? 8 and 1. Okay.
Those gnomes are brave. Love them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're but they just can't quite get to this guy to hit him. The chains are holding them back a bit too much. I did have this thing where I wanted to basically garrote him with their chains of bondage, but that can wait. These gnomes now have seen what's happening, so Temerity, you just hear from behind you this this high pitched roar of anger and
No.
untold years of oppression as this wave of gnomes.
I turn around and point to them like a disappointed dad.
Liberation!
I turn to him and point like a disappointed dad and say, I promised your leader you would all survive. You better not fucking die.
We won't.
We won't.
Yeah.
I fucking
You're
I shrug and I start to jog over to this guy to just like crane kick him in the fucking jaw. I try to do that thing that Carl did to the dog. It seemed to work quite well. So, whap.
yeah, that'll hit. Okay. Would you like to
Nice.
describe how you whap this guy?
I give him the call and
The old dog kicker.
just dislocate everything. You hear a nasty crunch of his neck. And he slumps over onto the ground.
Okay. That guy
And we
is
turn
whapped.
towards the crossbows.
And
Who's next?
From behind the tent, you hear, help!
Working on it. I don't have any more movement left, but I'll just try to like put my body the most in the way of the crossbow people as I can from these gnomes.
Ah,
I try to intercede it. Not that mechanical will make a difference, but you know, that'll be.
Gesture-wise.
Devon. You
Um,
hear it's in the slight distance the sound of a dog yelping, bones cracking, and gnomes cheering.
Okay. So
Wow,
what
man.
I am going to do on this turn is I am going to draw my rapier
Mhm.
and I'm going to wait.
Ah, nice.
I'm going to wait to see if this guy appears around this corner, and if he does, I'm going to stab him.
Okay,
That's cool.
very good.
I don't. Whoa! You know what? It never occurred to me to ready an action against the guy around the corner because it works. Because technically, you do it before him, right? Because
Hmm?
your reaction
Yeah,
is when he comes around the corner before he attacks. So
that's
it
crazy.
makes
That's my
sense.
go-to example of like ready in an action. Like you
Really?
hold up a like you hold up a bat as somebody who's about to walk in a door.
Yeah, but like I'm thinking like you're attacking them. Like it never occurs to me that he's attacking them before they attack, even when they're coming for you. You know,
Oh
Mm.
yeah,
technically.
Okay,
preemptive.
so
The best offense or defense.
Yeah.
only 2 bandits, or 3 bandits left. Sorry. So we'll deal with the 2 crossbowmen. They are taking a shot, both shots at Temerity.
Okay.
So that'll be. Pew, pew.
Oh god damn it. So he instinctively jumps in the way of the gnomes, but takes them straight to both knees. Ah!
So that's a 2 and a 2.
Oh, never mind. I'm no longer worried.
These guys suck. I'm sorry, guys. I thought they were
Evidently.
tougher.
No, it's
And
great.
they're gonna just start retreating as this tidal wave of gnomes, and you guys come along. This bandit is going to, with his crossbow out in front of him, make his way, looking for the injured Devon.
Um, yeah.
Well, because he'd be surprised. Do you get anything?
If he's surprised, then he gets advantage.
um,
But I mean, yeah.
I mean, I didn't roll to hide or anything, so
yeah. Okay. I think we won't give you the advantage on that one.
I'll take the one. Yeah.
As this guy is gonna breathe, try to hold his breath, bringing his crossbow round, he pivots around the corner with the crossbow out, and just sees a flash of rapier, just missing him, as Devon's kind of stood there with the riposte pose or whatever it is, but jabbing it out, which doesn't hit him, unfortunately.
Shit.
And then
Shit.
he kind of gives you a confused eyebrow raise before he just looses the crossbow, which unfortunately,
Wow.
because you're in profile, misses.
Like a awe of incompetence.
Your eyes kind of connect with this. Well, it's a good thing no one else saw that.
Truce, we'll never speak of this.
Like the whole bottom part of the map was like an action film. The top
Just
part
chaos.
of the map is just slapstick comedy.
Comedy there.
And as he misses, he just kind of pivots back around this corner awkwardly. Cool, Jacob.
Look at that 40 feet. I'm so
Yeah,
jealous.
right. That 40 feet is really good. Like
That's not even
before
with
this guy
dash. You could dash
realizes,
for another 40
Yeah.
feet.
before this guy realizes, I'm just sprinting towards him and just yeah, just like running and just like bam, like a sort of what would you call it? Like a haymaker from behind kind of thing.
Bitch sucker punch.
Yeah.
Fucking clobbering is what that's called.
Okay, 17, that hits.
6 damage.
Okay, he's still standing.
I haven't got any more bonus. Well, yeah, I haven't got any more patient defense to do, so I'll just do a bonus action attack.
Nice.
Do it? Does that one? Wait, does my bonus action one? Sorry, my offhand. Does it? Is
It
it not
designates proficiency
proficiency?
bonus.
Does it?
So
Or does it not?
it it'd be a 10. Have you used your inspiration, the bardic one?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so there's 10 offhand. Or not? Because I don't even fucking know how this works.
Yeah, it would just be
Yeah.
-2 from wherever the roll is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so 10 then, so that doesn't hit
Yeah,
anyway.
so that doesn't hit.
All right. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Gnome swarm.
You guys just want to play an
Zergrushes.
RTS full of gnomes?
um, their blood is up. They are keen for revenge. Just
Oh wait, it
trampling over
doesn't
bandit bodies.
where my martial arts thing, it doesn't specify that it's an offhand. It just says it's an unarmed strike. Because I can attack with say like a weapon
And
and
then
make
an
an
unarmed
unarmed
strike.
strike.
Yeah.
It's not an
Oh,
So
offhand
it would
unarmed
be
strike.
it would be the
It's just
12 then.
another attack, part of like being a monk.
oh, okay. In that case, then it would hit.
It would. Oh yeah, I'll post this here by the way, just for reference, if you wanna. It's towards the end bit, or like halfway when you use the attack action with another
Yeah.
strike or a monk. But yeah, that's what it is.
An
Yeah.
attack
Alright.
with a quarterstaff.
Yeah,
Okay.
attack action,
He-
attack with yeah.
Your second attack lays him low.
Nice. Fuck that
Oh,
guy.
nice.
So you're
Bang bang.
running up to this guy full pelt and just twatting him twice.
I just imagine like a really heavy hit from behind, and he's like, "Oh my god, holy shit!" And I'm just like, another one, and he's just
Why?
down. Just another like, boom, quack. I love being a monk. I've never been a monk. It's great.
Monks are fun.
Gnoming boys done.
Monks are cool.
Temerity. There are 2 bandits in the camp.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna run up towards this guy. How do I do that? Is that Q? It is Q. Okay, so if you hold Q down, you can measure and move at the same time. I'm gonna run up there, and then I'm going to throw my dagger. Do. Whap at
Ooh.
that guy.
Ah, okay.
Beep, beep.
Very nice.
Hey.
Mhm.
Okay, that hits. This guy's kind of recoiling as he thinks you're running at him.
Yeah, exactly.
having seen his friend just have someone run up to him and bludgeon him to death brutally. A slight sigh of relief as he sees you attack someone else.
Okay, yeah. I
Cool,
do a
is that-
stab.
You do a
Oh.
stab.
Arranged to stab, but a stab. I only have the one dagger at the moment because I think my other 2 are in this guy. So, unless I
Yeah,
wanted to steal the gnome one back. That'll
one
be
of
me.
these guys has got my dagger in him as well. I think it's the one that Jacob's just
Possible.
1-2'd.
Daggers
I
everywhere.
think it was. Yeah. It's
I'll make
definitely
a point of
one of
collecting all the
these two. I
daggers
think.
afterwards.
Okay. Devon. Gonna jump round the corner. The bandit, expecting to see a rapier, instead sees his loot. And I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on this guy.
Ooh, very nice.
A wisdom save from him. Nice.
Yeah.
He takes 12 points of psychic damage, and assuming he hasn't just died from that, he has to run away.
He has indeed. How does he die?
He just the
Have you seen
voices,
Scanners?
and then it's basically like when Cypher pulls out the plugs on the guys in the Matrix, and they just slump and just drop dead.
Ooh. Okay. He is slumped. He is dead. Okay. Angus.
I'm gonna say, makes his way across to there. Can I grab that guy's crossbow as I pass, would you say?
Yeah, that's bonus action. Don't see why not.
Yeah. I shall grab his crossbow as I pass.
You now have a crossbow. The
And light crossbow.
and light crossbow. Okay, Bandit's turn. As you're running past grabbing this crossbow, is that a hit? A 13?
A 13 does just hit.
From behind, you get a quarrel in the back.
Oh, where the? Oh, he's woken up. Son of a. 5. Okay.
You see
okay.
a sleepy and disgruntled looking guard who's just woken up to see utter chaos
It's a guy on
taking over
fire.
his camp. There's
Gnomes
a
running
flaming
around.
corpse in the middle of it. Gnomes stabbing people's head. Dog being beaten.
Yeah.
It's bedlam, and this guy is not impressed by it. He was just
He's
on
done a
guard
pretty
duty.
shit job of guarding, huh?
Oh, I'm so fired.
Yeah.
This guy is gonna back himself in, and he's gonna take a shot at Temerity.
Why? I know why.
14.
Yeah, that hits.
3, please.
Okay. Oh, did
And
you
then
update? Okay.
I think it does it automatically. If I change them on the token, it changes them on the thing.
Oh, okay.
And then he's just gonna hide behind the tent. He's just jammed himself in.
Fuck you, you're never gonna get me.
Jacob.
I guess. uh, Jacob's gonna sort of, I guess, run to the tent, and then he's just gonna. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. From here, yeah, he's just gonna go. Drop your weapons, or. Wow, my American accent just went. How would you say drop your
And
weapons?
somewhere.
It came?
What?
Drop it, partner.
Put
Hey.
your weapons on the ground.
Drop those weapons now. And
Let
nothing
me
will
see
happen
them
to you.
hands. You can't see this guy. You don't hear anything.
Yeah. I guess I can go around the corner. See if he drops his weapons. Is he attempting to drop his weapons at least, or is he?
He
Don't
appears
give
to
a
be trying
fuck.
to reload his crossbow very frantically.
What did I tell you? And I smack him.
I am unharmed, but I will put you in the ground.
Oh my
Back of
god,
the
I
hand.
love these rolls, man.
22.
All these
Nice.
rolls are just
is
so
a hit.
fucking good.
Let's
Open
fight a
palm
dragon
slaps him on
next.
his ear.
Yeah, this is a big slap. Like a
Um,
fucking hurtful slap.
yeah. The the thwack of the slap echoes around the
That's how
canyon area where you are.
You can't see the guy. Yeah, you just hear
Back in town, people just hear this echo from the forest.
Uh,
As you
Out
slap
of
the
baby
guy's
powder
ear.
as he pimp slaps this fucking ghost out of this guy.
Yeah. Yeah. You slap him. You slap him good.
Fucking Doctor Stranged him, slapped him so hard he had an out of body
You
experience.
just see childhood.
um,
Uh,
I guess bonus action. I'm gonna punch him in his stomach to try and
Okay.
get him to comply or something. I don't know. Just punching him,
Just punch him till they comply.
seeing if he is giving
Stop
it.
resisting.
Stop resisting. Just keep punching. Stop resisting. Is that it?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god, yes.
Okay. The beatings will continue until
Until
morale
morale
improves.
improves.
And he dropped down.
Can I say that that was a non-lethal one because I was trying to kind of just
Okay. Yeah.
punch him in the stomach, just like get the fuck to the ground, like
Yeah. There's a
drop your
big
weapon.
old cowboy winding up. the
Yeah, just
arm.
like fucking.
Poof. Yeah, he just falls to the floor, gasping for air, grabbing at his rearranged organs in his abdomen.
Cool.
Okay, anything else from Jacob?
No, that's my turn. Well, that's one way to get you to drop it, I guess.
Massive is dead. Gnomes are just swarming in,
It's an army.
baying for blood and revenge. Temerity.
Okay, so this guy's down on the ground.
Yep.
Okay, I'd like to run and then use Jacob as a jumping point, like a kickstand,
Right.
and then leap up the ledge.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. Um.
There you go.
Athletics check.
Yeah, just want to basically hop up though. Give it a bit. Athletics.
All right.
Bingo.
Yeah. So, Jacob, just as you're kind of leaning down to tell off this guy
Just
for
a
not
boot on the back.
surrendering,
Thank you.
you just feel pressure on your back. As Temerity gracefully kind of steps up onto this ledge.
I love this. We're using each other to lift ourselves up. Very nice.
So that's what teamwork's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Um,
successfully make it to the ledge.
And I'll get up on the edge and be like, glad that worked. I would have looked the right fool. And then I will action surge, which is just a D10 plus my con. So, do I have a D10 macro? I do.
A fighter level.
Yeah, a singular fighter level, but it helps.
Ah.
Thank
I
God
know
I
that
can
you
add my
were-
con.
I know that you were multiclassing, but I was like,
So
"Ah."
action surge is
A
I'm not
bonus
familiar.
action.
Oh, cool.
So I'll get up, put my hands on my hips, and take a deep breath. It's important to center yourself when you're in
Do you
a
mean
life or death
second wind
situation.
rather than action surge?
Yes,
Yeah,
second
that's
one.
the one.
Sorry.
That's the one. 'Cause action surge
Mechanically,
considered
everything was
action.
correct. I'm just stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. You know
Okay.
what? I actually used to confuse them as well, for some reason.
Cool.
Okay, that'll be me.
Devon.
Devon is going to
Oh.
fire back at this guy with his newly acquired light crossbow.
Garrett, that's a hit.
Is a 13. 10 points of piercing damage.
Oof. Mm.
He's
He
going to
falls off
dive
the ledge like one of his old
behind
westerns.
this tent and drops to the floor.
That was the full. Yeah, I think this guy does a Wilhelm scream as he gets this arrow in the shoulder and kind of spins round midair and falls.
Classic Western moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really over the top.
Off the cliff.
Off the cliff. And stops.
And then the camera like keeps following him as he rolls down for like ages.
And you just see him in the corner of the camera just getting up and dusting it off, walking over to the craft service table. Yeah, so with that, I believe all the bandits are incapacitated.
Yeah.
That's one way to say it.
Okay. Just to be aware, though, Jacob, moving out of initiative here, the gnomes are all running at the guy who's still alive.
Oh. Well, I mean, okay, so I mean, I punched him, so I'm just kind of in this moment, I'm kind of oblivious to that. I like until they get to him, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm just sort of bending over to sort of check his pockets. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, cool. So as you're checking his pockets, you hear a number of high-pitched and then you just hear a "Excuse me."
Howdy.
These gnomes start to swarm past your legs.
Well, hold on. Wait a sec. Hold on. Get the fuck off him.
Hold on.
How forcefully are you attempting to stop the gnomes from reaching this guy?
Just like stopping, mildly pushing them away, kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, that's not forcefully enough. These gnomes are getting this guy. He just kind of disappears under a carpet of gnomes.
Oh,
Of gnomes and fury.
You hear some messed up sounds coming from these gnomes.
well, we better check if any of the others are alive if we're going to be questioning anybody.
Yeah, can do.
Jacob just kind of walks away, like casually, just like, well, this guy's done. Like, just like when action heroes like walk away from an explosion, it's like that, but away from the gnomes.
It's an explosion of blood.
It's like this guy's done.
Cool. Okay, that's out of initiative. Yeah, well, you not only survived, you kind of humiliated these bandits.
A little bit. Jesus. All my rolls were so good. Like,
Timothy,
go on, say.
Timothy from the top of the cliff, still hands on the hip, just leans over to watch his bloodbath. And kind of sees some like eldritch horror. It's so terrible.
The one with
oh,
the knife
Jesus.
is gonna sticks drenched in blood, stands atop the pile and holds the knife up to the sky and says,
Good job, little dude.
You Klingon
The
gnomes.
death stack.
I'm glad someone got it. Yeah, well then you've seemingly cleared the swamp.
Devon immediately starts looting corpses.
Okay. Being aware of the time, do you want me to go through loot now, or shall I put it into the chat and we pick it up at the start of next session?
Feel free to put it in the chat.
Yeah, I've got to go and get ready for work.
Yeah. Cool stuff. No, well done everyone on
Well done, you.
That was
surviving.
awesome.
Good session, a well-run combat.
Yeah, that was a nice combat. I enjoyed it.
I particularly like the innovative kills, the drop kicks.
That's what we're all about.
Yeah, to be
The
fair,
call.
every kill was interesting. I feel, like almost every kill was
Did
like
you feel the dog
distinct.
killing was particularly interesting?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, it was. It was very, very,
It's got a
very nice.
move named after it. It's canonically world famous now.
The Jacob dog kick.
The call kick. Nobody knows why it's called call.
Dog kick. Because would you really want your name associated with dog kicking?
Specifically kicking a dog to death.
Dear. No, well done, everyone.
A running dog.
I will track XP and put loot in group chat, and we'll summarize it next session for stream's sake. But well done on clearing Brigand's
Bog.
Bog.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
That was a fun combat.
Yeah, it
was
was.
Get to feel powerful even at level 2.
I
You're
went
fucking
from
AC,
feeling
man.
quite powerful to squishy, and
That was bad
like
luck
it sort
with
of
the two.
it metronomed back and forth between I'm awesome to oh my god I'm gonna die with
It's like, hi, you're
frightening
screwed when you come
regularity.
around this corner. Fuck.
Fuck.
I have 3 hit points remaining.
Oh, you'll live forever. That's fine.
And you didn't. I didn't have to use. I had, in case things went really bad. I had a swarm of ravens that I was going to send in from the dryer to save you.
Oh, that would be
But you
cool.
didn't need it.
No.
Hell yeah, we didn't need it.
I was impressed. I feel it's very good now to know how absurdly dangerous Jacob is with those throwing there.
Oh my god, I didn't. Literally, they were an afterthought.
Not
I just
even
had
the
gold,
knights. How lethally dangerous Jacob is.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
oh my
awesome
God.
too. The first combat, we didn't see anything from Jacob. I think he kicked somebody. Like that was it. And then this one, he's just a monster when you let him loose.
He's just
I actually love
upset with his
playing him.
nose.
He's so good.
Hell
It's
yeah.
insane. Honestly, I'm starting to look at it, and now that I understand things, it looks like I fucking min-maxed it, but I literally just winged it. I just looked at it, I was like, yeah, let's chuck this here, just this here, cool. And it seems like fucking, well, it seems like a good build at least, like
Mm-hmm.
So Cowboy Monk is the new
crazy.
Meta.
the new meta.
Yep.
Great
Fucking
stuff.
actual Chuck Norris, Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yes.
Cool. Well,
Brilliant.
great stuff, guys. Thank you for the your time and session.
Thank you.